We're live!
Oh!
Hey! What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of HyperForce. We have a special guest this week. Say hello to Allie Gonino.
Allie!
And because stuff's already on the screen, you're figuring out right now who she's going to play tonight. So have fun with that. The theories on Twitter were great.
I saw one person who guessed it right.
One person?
Whoa. Yeah.
Well, kudos to that person.
Good.
I like all the people that get it wrong because I'm just like, yes. I make sure to like every one of them just to mess with them a little bit. Like, and they're like, oh, that must be true.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Now, guys, make sure and spam those emotes. We got new emotes in chat of all your helmets are in the chat.
Yeah.
And, oh my goodness, is also an emote. We made an oh my goodness emote.
Yeah, I like that one.
Everybody says that I will always say that over and over again, even if I'm playing a menacing, evil villain.
Because you do.
I will just walk out and be like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, you do.
It's apparently my catchphrase that I'm not even aware of.
That's why it's funny. So you guys spam those emotes. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And let's keep that support going. We'll get to keep adding more emotes, the more people that subscribe. And every 30 subscribers, we do a giant giveaway. We still have some signed Jason David Frank stuff. We still have more loot crates. And that lump of hair that she took.
Oh my goodness!
That we're apparently giving away. So let's keep that sub train moving for the show. Guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for you guys to see tonight's episode. You got any announcements?
I love you guys. Love you, Ranger fam.
Ranger fam.
I do have an announcement I just remembered. We just started a Facebook fan group today. So if you are on Facebook, you can search for the HyperForce fan group and join, as you should.
The best.
And those are great. So
Can you invite my mom to that?
Yes.
She will totally see it.
I will. And
Thanks.
you're going to be mad at me later when I find her and I invite her, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'll let you guys.
All right. Time for HyperForce.
Gonna travel through time, fighting evil we find, break them down, make darkness disappear. Go, go, Power Rangers, you will set things right. Go, go, Power Rangers, you will fight with all your might. Power Rangers, HyperForce.
Welcome back, everybody, to Power Rangers HyperForce Episode 11. Yes, we have been adventuring quite many episodes so far. Let me just remind you, where did we leave off last episode?
I don't know, we got a big problem.
We do have a big problem.
We got two problems. We got Marvin is gone.
Yeah.
And we got a hole in the ship.
Absolutely, and you landed, if you guys remember, in the 6th century. That's the last thing Alpha said before he kind of disappeared when 3 knights showed up. They demanded that the 4 of you Rangers identify yourselves. What are your names? What are you doing here? And you have pretty much no choice to follow their demands and follow them. They have taken you riding through the forest, through the town, to the castle. You're now approaching a grand stone castle, beautiful moat. You're clearly in the medieval times. As you ride in through the awesome entrance, you come upon a large arch hallway. At the far end of this arched hallway, there is a throne, an empty throne with a red chair. But in front of that, there is a round, heavy table with an ornate carved stone top. It's decorated with all sorts of medieval knotwork, and at the center there is some kind of circular crest or design of this table. And all around it there are at least 12 chairs. And the chair that is closest to the throne, there is a woman. She turns around and she sees the 4 of you being led in by 3 of her knights.
Who goes there?
Greetings and salutations. We are travelers from a long realm.
I walk up to the brown cushy chair and I just sit down. Oh, I was walking for so long. This is great.
Esper!
Well, yeah?
Esper, get out.
I mean, verily, this is wondrous on my human stubs.
I'd like to address my knights.
Absolutely. There is Sir Edward, Sir Galahad, and Sir Lancelot in front of you.
Lancelot.
Yes, my lady.
Who are our guests?
We found them at the edge of the forest. They were causing quite a ruckus out there, fighting some unknown evil invisible forces, or so they say. Additionally, they had one strange, smaller knight accompanying them with strange metal armor. That one disappeared. It had the powers of invisibility.
And why are you here?
Well, we honestly don't know that ourselves, but we do have an issue. Our transportation needs some kind of metal or something to close it up. It has a giant hole in our chariot.
We have a ship.
You really shouldn't be sitting there. I'm just...
Oh, okay. So I get up. Sorry.
We have a ship. Very much like an ocean-going vessel, but like a ship on the sea, one that does not operate well without a contiguous hull. So that is a problem for us.
I played. This all looks so familiar. I feel like I've played a game before that was like this. You have like a what's so
Like what?
like? I mean, I've been. What am I trying to say? Nothing at all. Eddie, you should talk. I just can't find words anymore.
I can talk.
No, Vesper, don't.
Excuse me, my lady, what they say is true. There was an unusual vessel made of heavy metal. It gleamed in the sun like nothing I had seen before. Something out of this world. And then it also vanished. It became invisible and we could no longer see it. However, there was an enormous hole through this ship, and inside we could see all sorts of lights blinking and twinkling inside.
And you thought it would be a good idea to bring them here.
Guys, we should.
My lady, I
They
trust.
could attack.
I trust your guidance.
We will not attack. We are friends. We are allies. We are heroes from our realm.
We are peace-loving people, and we have a problem in...
How do you suggest you fix your ship?
That is not our preeminent problem. Our major problem, our big problem, is that one of our compatriots has disappeared.
Okay.
Do you have like a weaponsmith or some sort of forgery or forge something?
Yeah, that can like build.
A blacksmith?
That!
Oh.
Yes! Gosh, this is so crazy. Do you guys have dinosaurs? Dinosaurs!
No dinosaurs here. No.
I read only a little bit.
No. No dinosaurs here. But we can help you get your weapons back in shape, if you need.
We would be very much appreciative, lady.
Very much.
And as you share your appreciation with Lady Guinevere, down the hall, someone else makes a big entrance. You recognize him. It is the wise wizard, Merlin, with a long silvery beard. Accompanying him is this strange small man, wearing unusual metal armor, black and gold, with a saucer-shaped head, following Merlin. It's quite unusual. We've never seen anything like this before, and he clinks every time he walks down the stone pathway.
Yep.
Guys,
Yep.
My lady.
I need you to provide some insight on our weary travelers here.
Absolutely. They are strangers. Time travelers.
Friendly
Time travelers.
friendly time travelers too.
Friendly.
If time travel's even a thing. you
That's
know,
really, it's
yeah.
questionable.
Kind of
Yeah.
cute too. Friendly, cute. Guys.
Guinevere, you have nothing to fear here. They have a familiar energy, perhaps one that is familiar to you as well. They are pure of heart, these time travelers. We must do everything we can to help them on their journey.
Yeah.
Very well. Can we help them to the blacksmith so that they can repair their weapons?
Perhaps that is a wonderful idea. We will set the royal blacksmiths to perhaps help them. What is your problem?
We need a giant piece of metal.
Well, we need that. Yes, Chloe, but we also need the help of Lady Guinevere, perhaps the crown itself. Our friend.
The crown? Why would you need the crown?
Well, we need the crown.
Why would we need the crown?
Because one of our compatriots he's missing. We have got to find Marv.
But I mean, like, you're cool too. We don't need a crown. You're great, Lady Power.
Speaking of the crown, Arthur, Guinevere, perhaps we should tell them what has befallen Arthur.
We trust them.
I believe, as I said before, they are pure of heart. They have a familiar energy, very similar to the Knights of the Round Table themselves.
Oh. Why, thank you.
Our dear Arthur rode off with Lancelot to slay a dragon, and he has not been seen or heard from since. And that was about a week ago. And, well, I suppose we could use your help in searching for him, and in exchange, we'll help you.
Seems like a fair offer.
Sounds good to me.
Very fair.
There were reports of a mighty red dragon destroying the crops at the edge of our small farming villages, at the edge of the kingdom. In his hubris, Arthur rode off to take care of the problem, knowing that the people need food and crops before the long winter sets in.
Well, if not to toot our own horns here, but we have dealt with a monster or two in our past, so we might be able to help you with this dragon that you speak of.
We've also dealt with Vesper, so I mean, like, we got this under control.
Guinevere, may I ask, did Lancelot return, whereas your king did not?
Lancelot was one of the knights who came, right?
Absolutely, my
Yes.
lady.
This is Lancelot.
And who are the other knights?
This is Sir Edward.
Say what now?
Edward.
Sir Edward.
Oh, that's a cool name.
And Galahad.
And Sir Galahad.
That's also a cool name.
My father. No, excuse me. Why did I say that? I meant to say my son.
Sir
I get
Edward.
that confused sometimes too.
My name's Edward too, so that's why I thought the name was cool, you know. I mean, the name was verily discussed as a proper name for such a noble person.
Can we maybe offer you something to eat?
Yes.
Hungry. Thirsty.
All
Yes.
of the above.
Yeah.
Can we have like an entire pig, like roasted with a stick in the middle of it that like turns slowly?
Merlin turns to Lady Guinevere. I don't see why not. Let's make the guests comfortable.
Yes.
There are additional rooms and provisions. Perhaps, and he kind of wrinkles his nose at you, an opportunity to cleanse yourselves, bathe, freshen up before the feast.
I like this smell.
Are you sure you don't want to
You
partake
want to
in
smell
a
it?
bit?
Smells pretty good.
No, I can smell it
That's the smell of a champion. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, knights.
The sun is growing heavy in the sky. The brilliant orange light shines through the arched windows along the wall of the long arched hall.
Guys, it's kind of looks like it's getting late out there, so maybe we should just partake in this food and bathe, and maybe in the morning we could look for this monster, try to find Lancelot, and also hopefully find Marv somehow.
Yeah, whatever gets us closer to finding him.
Miss him, I hope he's okay.
Merlin turns to Sir Edward. Edward,
Yes?
Lead our guests to their quarters.
Oh, that. Sorry.
The other one.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
we need to distinguish which Edward you're talking about. Like, do you have like a surname or a last name?
Well, they say sir, and you're not really a sir.
I mean, like, yeah, like just so we can like, you be like, you're this Eddie, I'm that Eddie.
What if you call him like Edwardian?
I am Edward
No?
Banks II.
All right.
Say what now? What?
I am Sir Edward Banks II.
Eddie, this is your ancestor.
Edward. Eddie. What is your name anymore? I don't know.
I don't know either.
What are you? Are you the 20 million?
I confer with my group, but from a distance from the other people.
Sure. So Edward walks off down a different door and kind of motions for you guys to follow. It's your choice to how close you want to follow him along.
Hey, guys, I know this may sound weird, but yeah, I mean, I know it's a very common name, but it's quite possible that some of our ancestors could be here, so we really have to be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Your very existence could be threatened if anything happens to this man.
Yeah. If he doesn't, stay
Yeah,
around and do
yeah.
things, then my whole lineage could be gone.
You're okay.
I'm fine.
Chloe,
What?
we need to talk to Merlin.
Yeah.
And we have to talk to Lancelot about what happened on the quest for the Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Because I suspect it may have something to do with Marvin.
You think?
Well, it only makes sense. The fact that he's disappeared and he's our leader and the dragon is red.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Oh my god, Marvin is the dragon?
Whoa, take it easy, Robo Girl.
Whoa, hey. Do not talk to her that way.
I'm sorry. Take it easy, Femtomaton.
I'll help you beat him up later.
Still.
Thank you. I prefer robotically inclined.
Fine.
Thank you.
Keep it in the box, robotically inclined. We need to talk to these people because they have the information that we need. I mean, it just seems logical to me.
Okay.
But first, I think it's time for some pig.
Yeah.
Let's pig out.
So you can hear the whistle of Sir Edward walking down additional hall through a door, and if you follow him, he shows you to some quarters. 4 empty rooms with straw mattresses, but feather mattress tops. Sets of clothing that are appropriate for the time period, and in each room, in each chamber, there is a heavy wooden tub with warm water, and it is decorated with herbs and rose petals. Quite sweet-smelling bath water for all our guests.
Place is nicer than our ship.
Yeah, it's like a spa in this.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should go into our rooms and freshen up.
They're separate rooms, right, boss?
They're separate rooms.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool.
They're separate rooms.
All right, peace out, bros.
All right.
So,
Keep your mouth shut while bathing.
All right, so you guys are in your separate rooms. I just want to remind you that you saw Marv through the portal when he was grabbed by Primitor. You could see through that portal that was on the Alliance ship. Just a reminder from last week.
So it can't be a dragon.
Hey, Chloe.
That wouldn't make much sense. Suddenly, as you guys
Really?
Ouch, Malika.
Suddenly, as you guys are
I'm
bathing,
with you.
getting more comfortable, perhaps wearing your same clothes or trying the clothes that were left for you within the chamber, you hear the sound of music and feasting on the other side. If you continue down past the chambers, there's another hall, a grand feasting hall. There is music, people dancing, but it seems kind of melancholy. Perhaps the presence or the disappearance of the king has left everybody a little sad and nervous. Lady Guinevere is at the head of the table.
Hey, Chloe. Nobody knows us here, right? So I can do what I've always wanted to try.
Oh, what was that?
I could be a man. They wouldn't know.
Right? I think you're in a dress right now. I don't think any men in this. Wait, they all kind of have like dresses too. It's like a little long tunic
Like
thing.
the kilt, right?
Yeah.
So don't call me Vesper.
Wait, Vespo?
Vespero.
Vespero. All
Yes. My lady. And I take her hand.
My Sir Vespo.
Vespero, please.
Oh, Vespero. I'll get it.
Thank you.
Lady Guinevere, perhaps you overhear these two female warriors talking about their name and being a sir.
I'm just trying this on. Just a look I'm trying out, Lady Guinevere. By the way, I love your hair. Are those like extensions? How do you get it so long and beautiful?
You also have this like sun
Extensions.
glowy thing happening. It's very nice.
Also, what do
is
you
it-
use for makeup in this time? I mean, like, do you like crush up little bugs and like rub them on your face or something?
Oh,
I kind of do that. Is that okay?
if your religion permits it, but what is an extension?
Oh, it's you know when your hair like doesn't it's like a magic potion that makes your hair suddenly grow super long.
Yeah, but it's from someone else's head.
Usually dead
Oh,
people.
that sounds very unethical. But no, this is my real hair.
Wow.
I sniff her hair.
Oh,
I've never smelled anything like that. It smells like medieval times.
Lady Guinevere, what kind of feast have you prepared for our guests this evening?
we have roasted boar, as you requested.
Thank you.
We have roasted pears, with a bit of cheese, like a
Cheese.
What kind of cheese was it tonight? Gorgonzola? No, that's wrong.
A hard cheese, my lady. You requested a hard cheese.
Probably manchego.
Yes.
And I mean, just all kinds of fruits and whatever you can find, just take it.
My plate's already full as she finishes her sentence.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you will be ready to get on the road tomorrow.
Of course.
Do you have any bread or anything like that?
Oh, that thing there that looks like a centerpiece, that whole thing is a loaf of bread.
Oh. Hey, Chloe, you can make the world's first burrito.
It's a burrito.
Ready to
You will soon find out.
Food is falling out of my mouth as I say this. Ready to beer. I have something to show you, okay?
Oh.
Watch this. In my realm, this is quite the treat. I take the bread, I hollow it out. It's called a burrito. I'm giving you something real good. Like, take this. It's a little secret from me to you. This is my recipe. It's the bread's usually thinner, but background music. You take a bunch of stuff and you stick it in the burrito, and then you wrap it up and you eat it. It's everything burrito, but made evil times.
Well, that certainly is fun.
Yeah. So it's gonna be your like favorite treat from now on. It's my we all love burritos. I make it my realm all the time.
I'm
No.
so glad fun has been invented already. I was a little worried about that.
Not all. I spend a lot of my time with my friends cleaning up these things that they have not eaten.
Oh.
Don't listen to him. He's a real
We
wet
waste
blanket.
food around here all the time. It's fine.
Silly
enough.
Jack.
And then at the opposite side of the table, on the cross from Guinevere, Merlin sits down. He's accompanied by Alpha. They have been having very lively conversations, and Alpha is now decorated with daisies, little white flowers.
Merlin, how did you meet your friend there?
I saw him snooping around the castle, following you.
Oh.
Well, we might be aware of that individual. May we bring him over?
Oh, absolutely. So Alpha gets up and goes over to you guys for a private conversation. Ay, Rangers, what are you doing? Burritos that haven't been discovered in England for centuries.
You don't know that.
What's going on?
What? Yes, I do. I have access to all of history.
Alpha, what's going on? What are you doing hanging out with Merlin?
Merlin. He is familiar with the force that we call the morphine grid. These Knights of the Round Table, they have access somehow to some of those powers.
Are they Power Rangers?
That is not what they called themselves. That is what I'm trying to find out from Merlin.
Is the blacksmith like the Black Ranger in this time?
Ay. I'm not quite sure. I haven't met any blacksmiths.
Oh, Alpha, your accent's on point. You're doing the accent so good.
I'm trying.
Guys, this is interesting. This Morphin Grid, we've always connected it to Power Rangers, but it could be possible that it could connect to other heroes or Power Ranger-like heroes, but just with other names. Maybe the Knights of the Round Table are a very early primitive form of what eventually becomes heroes like us.
Interesting. I think I should go talk to the wizard.
I like
Don't
the sound of it.
upset him. You're being kind of angsty today.
Is it the hat?
No, we're
You
probably
guys-
all a little on edge because Marv's not here. I mean, it's really hard to not have an entire team, you know?
I'm going to approach Merlin.
Sure.
And
Sitting there at the
and
table.
As I approach, still standing, I will make an entreaty. Sir, my name is Jack Dealgood Thomas. May I join you for a moment to have a brief conversation?
Absolutely. Sit here.
I will sit with the wizard.
While Jack is sitting with the wizard, Vespa, would thou like to dance?
Sure, but call me Vespero this time period. So I take Eddie's hand. All right, how is this going to work?
We're just gonna go dance over here
Wait,
for a little
but who puts the hand on the waist, seeing as we're both dancing
bit.
the male
We'll
part?
figure that out on the dance floor. Let's just
Okay,
go.
okay.
I'm curious.
Me too. What is happening?
Merlin, my name is Jack Dealgood Thomas.
I heard you the first time.
I wanted to repeat that just for the onomatopoeia.
I may look old, but my ears are still working.
Fair enough, sir. I am familiar with your realm, and I know that you are people of...
Hush, hush. Do not tell us about our future. I must warn you, as time travelers, it is imperative that we do as little as possible to change the destiny of our history.
Yeah, no wizard. For the reals. I'm with you. My point was that very much in your realm, you are people of laws. And you have a sheriff here in your locality who enforces the laws that you have laid down for your people and your
Absolutely.
king has.
Absolutely.
We are very much like that sheriff. We are officers of a greater cause.
Officers, you say. And what king do you serve?
We serve the king of free will.
Free will. I suppose all the subjects of this kingdom also serve another purpose, their own free will.
I wanted to speak with you about this red dragon problem you have.
The Red Dragon. Yes. We merely heard of the Red Dragon ravaging our crops from some of the villagers. It has since not shown up again.
Well, as a sheriff myself, I am inclined to ask, what did Lancelot say occurred when your King Arthur disappeared?
Interestingly, when Arthur disappeared, he was nowhere to be seen, and suddenly the dragon had appeared. It seems, from the stories that the villagers tell us, the dragon chooses to appear at night. And then as Merlin says that, you hear kind of a rumble outside the castle and screams from outside the castle walls. There is a tall, clerestory-like row of arched windows. You see, when you look through those windows, a big claw, a dragon's claw, break the glass and start clambering through. And then suddenly its mouth pops its way through one of the windows and erupts from its mouth flames. It breathes fire. Suddenly everybody who was sitting there feasting, enjoying the roasted boar, screams, jumps up in terror. Everybody is running around.
I grab my arch and my bow and ready to strike.
All right. Go ahead, make the first move, just 1d6.
Ooh, 6. It's a 6.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Lightning bolt is a 6. As you let your arrow fly, it sings steady and true. It hits the dragon in its eye that's right outside the window, and it reels back in horror. The flames retreat along with the dragon.
Wow. That was awesome, Guinevere.
That was the most amazing thing ever. I was gonna hide under the table and try and figure out a plan, but you just acted.
Check out my ranger bow. I take out my hyperblade blaster, and I want to aim it at the dragon as well.
You can't see him anymore because he's fallen down past the row of windows. He might still be right outside the castle wall.
I'll show you later.
Sorry, guys. Guinevere already took care of everything. That was so cool.
When Guinevere pulled out her bow, you'll notice that she's wearing a white gem. It's a brooch on her shoulder, and you'll notice that most of her weaponry and her arrows are decorated with a white pearlescent glint.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Thank you.
Merlin turns to you, Jack, as you are the closest to him. It's that dragon, the red dragon. It has found us, and indeed it appeared at night. Due to the swift and courageous actions of Lady Guinevere, however, it seems the dragon has retreated.
Should we go after it?
I would like to go outside just to make sure that it is dead or incapacitated at the moment.
All right.
At the moment.
As you make your way outside the castle walls,
I follow her.
and you stand on the bridge that kind of leads to the castle, from the forest to the castle, you'll see that there was some stone that was knocked over, like a great heavy beast had fallen. But now the dragon has disappeared.
I run out there as well.
Me too.
Merlin also decides to follow along with you, with Alpha also following, trailing behind.
Lady Guinevere, should we chase after it? What should we do?
Where did it go?
I suggest, and Merlin opens his mouth to say, I suggest we devise a plan. The dragon is swift and made its retreat quite quickly. Perhaps we have one more day to devise a strategy or to seek where the dragon may be resting, so that tomorrow night we will be ready as a team. We are stronger together, remember.
We are.
Yes.
Merlin, do you know where this dragon may possibly reside?
If I were that dragon, I would rest and hide in the caves outside the farming villages that were terrorized earlier,
You know,
just a
it's-
week ago.
You know, it's quite possible that wherever this dragon is, if he's in these caves, maybe that's where Arthur is as well.
Yes, I
Good
was
call,
thinking
Eddie.
the same thing.
We're on the same guy. I like it. I like the wavelength there. So we should, maybe we should make a journey.
There are two routes to these villages. If you follow along the coast, you will avoid the dark forest.
Whoa.
However, you will be out in the open.
Ooh,
Oh.
avoid dark forest, but out and open.
Absolutely.
Other one
Or we
has
could
dark
use the cover of the dark forest. However, I'm unsure of what creatures may lie there. Some villagers have been speaking of people who transform into wolves.
Whoa.
Werewolves.
Werewolves.
In the
Lycans?
forest.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty good with dogs.
Me
They
too.
tend to like me.
Perhaps contemplate which path you would like to take tonight.
If there's a threat, maybe we should go through the dark woods and take care of that as well. What do you guys
Agreed,
think?
Vespero. Agreed,
All right.
bro.
Thanks. Pal.
So I guess the dark forest it is.
Eddie, it's okay. It'll be all right.
No, it's fine. It's great. It's just, last time we were in a forest and some chipmunks attacked us and then we lost Marv. So sure, let's go back into a forest.
Next time, I'm gonna use my bow on those chipmunks.
Are there
Thank
any
you.
other threats that may lie if we choose to go in the open field?
The coast?
If you
Dragon.
follow the path along the coast,
On the coast?
I hear rumor of beautiful songs, lovely maidens that may distract you from your mission.
I mean, there are already 3 lovely maidens here, so.
A sparrow.
I mean, thank
No,
you.
there's 2 lovely maidens.
True. Correct.
Keep talking about how lovely we are.
Maidens are distracting already. Why find more?
Might I remind you the true meaning of the round table? The table is round because it represents equality.
Yes.
All knights of the round table are equal. No one better than the other.
So true. And that's
Where-
how we are as well.
Yeah, where we come from, we've reached this conclusion much later, but similarly.
I bid you good night. Devise your plan, warriors.
I mean, I can't sleep after all that adrenaline, so. Should we.
Finish dinner.
Sure, we can do that.
As you head back,
Is dinner charcoal because of the dragon?
I was getting to that point.
Yeah, okay.
Right ahead of me. As you head back, there's some shattered glass at the far end of the hall. Most of the food is still good. However, there are some burnt chairs and singed marks on the ground.
All right, guys, I think I have a plan. Okay, so wait a second. I just have to finish. I'm having a visual aid for everybody.
Pretty good sketch. She's just drawing this on the table, with the ash and the burnt pieces.
So
I tried cleaning off a little bit of the ash. Just to,
Finger
like,
drawing?
Yeah, finger drawing. She's dipping her hand.
here's the plan. I only had time to draw. This is Lady Guinevere. You can tell by her lovely golden locks. This is the dragon.
Yes.
And what we're gonna do is find the dragon. And what we're gonna do after that is destroy the dragon. Plan figured out.
So this has been great, and I'm glad we all had our full attention on Vespero for this. But should we go along the coast or through the woods?
Oh, well, Lady Guinevere, you know this land, so I figure like we should ask you.
I know the land, but I rarely venture outside the castle.
Oh.
Or it's been a while. I would say, how about we roll? If it's an odd number, we take the coast. And if it's an even number, we go through the forest.
I like this.
Go forest.
It is even.
What is even again?
Forest.
Forest.
We're going to the forest.
All right.
You're very smart. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm learning all these new things from you.
Yeah.
I'm never making my own decisions again.
For all the rangers that are helping clean up some of the burnt and destroyed furniture and food, that kind of thing, I want to award you 3 points of energy each.
Yay.
Are we doing that?
And
Did that happen? Are we cleaning
well,
things?
Eddie said that he was cleaning things.
All right, I'm not
Jack,
cleaning anything.
You're not cleaning anything. That's
Absolutely
fine.
not.
I'm cleaning up the food on the that was left over.
By putting it in your mouth?
Of course.
Okay. Perhaps you have discovered some of the chestnuts got roasted by the fire.
Guys, chestnuts roasted by an open fire. Santa would love this. I'm gonna bring some back for him when we.
Do you have Santa in your land?
You do too?
I don't know.
Guinevere, you're full of jokes.
I think in this area it might be called Nicholas.
Yes.
Saint
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
While you're cleaning up, you're also cleaning up beside Sir Edward. Eddie?
So, Sir Edward Banks it is.
Sir Edward Banks, it is.
What brings?
I'm new to this knight thing.
Oh,
Do you
really?
have any advice? You are also a warrior in your land.
Yeah. It's always good to work as a team. It's always good to follow your heart. It's always good to be friends with everyone that you are with. And no matter how you feel about any of them individually, you are always a team.
Eddie, did you say your name was?
Yes.
Short for Edward?
Yeah, maybe. So. Mm-hmm.
I like the sound of friendship. And he offers a hand to shake.
This is so awkward.
He shakes your hand and says, Eddie, from now on, let's be friends.
Sure. That's a good thing that we are, friends. So which seat is yours?
At the round table.
Yes, which seat? The round table is yours.
In the other hole.
Oh, that's right. But
I have a favorite seat, however, they are not assigned.
oh, okay. So you just sit where? Okay, that's nice. Musical chairs.
If you've noticed, all the chairs are tall with heavy wooden backs.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Oh, of course they are.
Remember, the table represents equality.
You know, our group is the same way. We represent equality. We have so many different things that are different about us, and some of them are the same. But yet we realize that we work together as a team. I'm sure that your group recognize that as well.
Absolutely.
Hey, just out of curiosity, when you're going out there and fighting and putting your life in danger, do you come home to anybody? Like, do you have a missus or children or any of that nature?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Really?
I am not one to woo a woman.
You should look into it. Like, just woo at least one and just,
Well, Eddie, as a friend, do you have advice for me?
Really? Okay,
I grow weak in the knees and don't know what to say when I gaze upon a lovely lady.
Well, I guess if you meet someone that you really care about, even if sometimes you don't understand who they are, what their background is, or some of the things they say, sometimes you just gotta look at them and just sometimes be honest with how you truly feel about them, and you hope that they feel the same way about you, and then from there the wooing can begin.
Ah,
But
there
that's
is-
sometimes the toughest part, is telling somebody how you truly feel.
I'm gonna throw a piece of charcoal across the room and hit him so that he
Sure.
stops looking at the sparrow.
Oh,
there is someone, Eddie.
yeah?
Thank you for the advice, my friend. And
Yeah.
so the piece of charcoal lands in between Eddie and Edward.
Hey! What's the deal, Jack?
Oh, sorry, you were kind of talking to one person but not talking to him.
What?
All right,
I
cool.
was-
Lady Guinevere,
Yes?
thank you so much for having us as the guests of the castle. Can you tell us where we might sleep this evening?
We have quarters, you crazy?
We do? We have quarters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got ready earlier for dinner.
Oh, right, the tiny room with the big tub.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, bed.
Well, there was
All right.
also a bed.
All right, I'll
Hopefully.
go back
Lady
there.
Guinevere, ignore him. Like I said, he's very angsty today. I don't know what's up.
So Jack makes his way to retire for the night.
I'm going to my closet. Yep.
I'm
Yes,
gonna go
I
to
am.
mine too.
Lady Guinevere, have you heard any tales about people in your land who have maybe turned into something else? Like, I don't know, like they still look like a human, but suddenly they're not human? You look very scared. I'm
No.
perplexed. No.
Merlin did tell you once those stories of people who became wolves.
Oh, yes. But I've never seen anything like that, personally, but I've only heard stories. Sometimes, though, Merlin likes to tell stories, and I don't know if he's telling the truth.
Understood.
Always.
Lady Guinevere, I have a question. You're really good with that bow and arrow.
Thank you.
I happen to think I'm okay with it, but there was an incident a while back where I actually hit someone with it that I wasn't supposed to.
Oh.
It just scratched them real good, but I'm still really scared to use my bow and arrow after that happened.
Well, maybe tomorrow before we venture out, I could give you a lesson.
I would like that. I would like that very much.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on our friendship bracelet. I mean, thank you, Lady Guinevere. And then I run down the hall to my quarters like this. Yay!
May I find Alpha 55?
Yes! Eddie! I was just looking for you.
Alpha, I was wondering with the morphing grid that we're hearing so much about that apparently even Merlin's connected to, is there any way of using that to see if we can contact where Marv is?
Eddie, what a brilliant idea! However, we will need some kind of tool, perhaps to channel that energy, just like your morphers allow you to access through good channels the energy to allow you to morph. Perhaps we could use it in other ways. I'm not quite sure, however, what we would create to access that energy.
Okay. Well, we'll try to think about that, but if we can figure out something or if we see anything that could possibly do that, we should keep that in mind. I'm just really worried about Marv, Alpha. I just hope he's okay.
I am too. I feel so responsible. First I created that giant hole in the ship, and then Marv got taken away.
No, it's fine. You were just trying to help out. We're all just trying to help out. It's just, sometimes one action can lead to another action. But you're fine, Alpha. Just keep talking with Merlin. Find out maybe if there's some way that maybe he has something or can help us out in some way. But I really feel like we should be able to somehow use the morphin grid to figure out where Marv is.
Absolutely. I'll ask Merlin for advice.
Good day, Alpha.
Good day.
So I walk up to Eddie. 'Twas merrily, verily good to dance with you earlier, my good sir.
Thanks. Vespero?
You can call me anything you like.
Oh, well, I would like to call you amazing.
Aw, well, thanks.
Well, anyways, I just came to say good night, Sir Edward.
And I go back to my quarters.
I go back to my quarters too, but I do that look away and then slowly close the door.
Then you hear me in my bedroom going, ugh. That's gross.
All right, and as you enjoy your mattresses, these are quite fancy mattresses for the time. They are stuffed with feathers, but they do smell sweetly of straw underneath.
Okay.
I'm not going to bed yet.
Oh?
I am going to make sure I catch Lancelot before he leaves the hall. Before I go up to my little bucket closet. And do I find him? Can I speak to him?
You see him going towards the round table, that hall, by himself.
I will follow that dude
Okay.
and hope to connect with him and speak words.
As you follow him, you end up in the round table, or in the long hall with the round table. Ah, you don't have to follow me so silently.
I'm just walking here, Lancelot. My
What is your name again?
Deal Good.
Deal good.
Just call me Deal Good.
And are there knights that follow a code of chivalry from your land?
There is. There are. We do. I would hope that you would have a moment to speak with me about what happened with Arthur and the Red Dragon. Would you take a moment?
So Arthur was leading the way, the charge, through the farming villages at the edge of our kingdom. Suddenly, Arthur rode off just beyond some small homes, and then suddenly the dragon appeared, and Arthur was nowhere to be seen. He started terrorizing the villagers, tearing up their homes, pulling up their crops. And then that red dragon breathed its horrible fire breath and took down many fields of crops and then flew away.
Lancelot, did you actually see your king fall before the fire of the dragon?
I do not. And I sense that Arthur is still out there, perhaps captured by the dragon.
Thank you for taking a moment to speak with us, and thank you for your hospitality. I will retire to my small room with the bucket.
One warning for you, perhaps. And he starts circling around the round table
I'm going to counter that move.
by walking the other direction around the table.
Correct Armando,
Okay.
boss.
Oh my
And so Lancelot kind of does one of these gestures. There were many knights of the round table. Several have fallen through our adventures, trying to protect the people of this land. Myself, Galahad, Guinevere, we are the few remaining. However, there were others, Tristan, Percival. You are time travelers. Perhaps their names were remembered throughout time.
What was the fate of Tristan and Percival?
Oh, they fell in battle, bravely, gallantly.
My condolences.
And as you turn away to make your exit, or if you want to keep hanging out there,
I don't know, we could just keep circling each
we
other.
can keep circling.
Like water in New
One
Zealand.
thing, once you look at Lancelot, you'll notice that he has a orange gem,
I see.
similar to the brooch.
The
that
white gem.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's orange.
Dig.
Good night.
I will say my thanks and withdraw from the chamber.
All right, so you're all in your chambers. You have a good night's rest, or maybe not a good night's rest. You can roll d6. If it's 3 or higher, you slept like a baby. If it was less, it was the most uncomfortable mattress you've ever laid on in your entire life.
4.
I think I'm allergic to feathers.
Chloe, you snore.
Oh, you snore, and I thought you were an AI.
You were talking in your sleep.
Oh, I do that, yeah, I do.
You were talking about.
What did I say?
You were saying something about spiders. And
He
you were
got a 6. He's not even going to wake up to even speak. And I got a 5, so I whip my hay back and forth. I whip my hay.
Absolutely. Suddenly you hear at your doors, all of you.
What do you want?
The sun is shining through the windows of your
I like
door.
feathers in my hair and hay. Had a real bad night of sleep.
You're mighty cranky from that. It's Sir Galahad, the son of Sir Lancelot. We have assembled the horses. Are you ready to ride?
We are ready to ride!
Oh, this is my favorite part of the journey.
Cool.
And so he motions you to come along and to the bridge that you stood upon earlier to enter the castle and where you had seen where the dragon had fallen. Lady Guinevere is already on her brilliant horse. What is your horse's name?
Worthy.
Worthy.
Ooh.
What color? White, perhaps.
It's white with gray speckled speckles.
Dappled horse.
Dappled horse.
A great white horse with gray spots.
That's what I meant to say.
And also waiting for you are 4 other horses.
I walk up to the pure black horse. The mane is black. He's completely black.
Completely black, shiny, healthy, strong-looking horse.
Yes. I grab his little horse face.
It at you and it gets some spit on your face.
This is the one. This is my horse.
Then it starts to do that like horse nuzzle kind of thing, but to your hair. So it's like blah blah blah. And now your hair is just covered in spit.
Yeah, this is my horse.
Alpha comes out of the castle. Ay, Rangers! Where are you going?
We're going to go take care of a dragon.
Would you like to come, Alpha? You can ride on my horse.
Alpha, my horse is named Lisa.
Alpha, my horse is named Dark Imperium Master.
Oh, that's a long name.
Ay. Horses, dragons, be very, very careful, Rangers, and try your best not to alter time or history.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, let's make sure that's very clear, guys. We cannot change history because this is very, very way back. So this could affect so much of time, including us.
Yeah, and not just us. It could also affect you, Edward.
Well, it could. Speaking of which,
Does
where
that
is
mean
Sir
you-
Edward? What?
Does that mean you would know when King Arthur died?
What?
Dies?
No.
We don't know.
No. We don't know that.
Long life. Super long, like
Yeah.
the longest.
You guys good.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
And you know,
can we morph?
both of you guys have lived forever in history.
Will that affect history?
Ay, perhaps.
Your names.
I would be very careful and don't escalate the battle.
Only if we need to.
Yeah, let's do it if it's only right. And
Yeah.
maybe we can do it in hiding.
Like in a bush.
Yeah. Alpha, stay here with Merlin so that way you can continue having that conversation about energy and grids and such.
I was about to tell you that I would supervise the repairs on our ship. Lady Guinevere and Merlin have already sent the finest blacksmiths of this time. Ay, but their technology is so old.
Alpha,
Repair our ship.
Alpha, please pull some of the unobtainium storage canisters out of the hold of the ship and give them to the blacksmith so that he can fashion something that is of a sufficient material that we might actually be able to get a straight repair on the hull.
Yeah, their skill set might be, their tools might be primitive, but their skill set is sound, so therefore
Absolutely.
maybe they could work with some of our stuff.
I understand your thinking. I will return back to the ship and oversee the repairs.
My ship has had so many holes in it, it might as well be a church.
Lady
Get it?
Guinevere,
Because holy hell.
Then
Or a cheese. It could be a cheese, like a Swiss.
Lady Guinevere, your King Arthur is the stuff of legend in our time. And so when you ask us if we might know when he met his end, the answer is no, because no one does. At a certain point, he simply becomes the stuff of legend. And so we do not know his fate.
His stories will continue to live on. People will write tales of him. They will perform theatrical feats about him. Some will be good, some will not be so good, but
Some will be cartoons.
So, Sir Edward runs up. Oh, I hope I wasn't too late.
whoa, what you doing here, buddy?
Were you talking about history? What
Yeah.
do they say of the brave Lady Guinevere, the knight?
Oh, well, they say much about
Hey,
her.
we can't talk about
But
this
we
stuff.
can't-
It's secretive.
Yeah, we can't talk about that, but you're gonna love history. And
What do they say about me?
oh, they
Gosh, this guy's
say
not listening to me.
they say lots.
Eddie, you better handle it.
I'm trying. Hey,
Well, I should accompany you on your adventure.
Lady Guinevere, I don't like this guy.
you know what?
He's a very good fighter.
Yeah,
I find I like this guy.
yeah, but did you woo or anything since we last chatted?
Woo.
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 Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying?
We
My
don't need
friend.
any potty talk here.
No. I'm just
Leave
curious.
that for the latrine.
Leave it for the latrine.
Look,
But my duty as a knight.
Duty. Again. Leave it in the
Eddie.
latrine.
Eddie,
Guys.
hey, would you let anyone tell you not to support your friends and go on a quest when it was required?
but if he
No. Answer the question. Would you ever do it? No, you would not.
No.
And neither will your forebear. So let it ride, and we will protect him.
Sir Edward, please come along on our journey, but like be super careful, okay?
Very well.
Please.
I am so excited to travel along with you.
Yeah, can you just like travel, but like just watch your stuff? You know, like don't get into action too much. Like,
Lady Guinevere said he's a good fighter.
yeah,
He's a good fighter, Eddie.
All right. I'm just trying to stay alive here, but cool. Okay.
Is Merlin with us at this early morning reverie?
No, do you want to get him?
Just a question, boss. I'm just asking whether the old silver-hatted dude is
No,
here.
the old silver bearded hatted dude is not there.
All right. Got a
He's doing
silver
his,
skull cap.
his magic stuffs.
All right.
I bet Merlin got a good night's sleep.
I'm getting on a horse that has
Sir
a...
Edward turns to the other knights, Galahad, Lancelot. Perhaps you should help the other knight, the one that they call Alpha, repair the ship. I shall accompany Lady Guinevere.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea. That's a really good idea.
So those other two knights ride off in the direction that Alpha went towards the ship, and Lady Guinevere is on her beautiful white horse,
Wait, just so which two left?
Which two left?
Lancelot and Galahad.
So Edward's still with us.
Yes.
Yay.
And you notice when you look at him, he has a beautiful aqua blue
Edward?
brooch.
Edward?
Sir Edward
the
does.
Old?
Wow. Interesting.
Aqua.
I couldn't help but notice that you have sort of a bluish color on your outfit there, Sir Edward.
It was created by Merlin. He gave these to all the knights of the Round Table.
What do they do? Are they just for decoration or?
No. They have incredible magic, good magic powers. They allow us to invoke our armor.
Wow.
Wow.
We have that kind of magic too.
Yeah. It's just sort of a futuristic way of doing it, but that's amazing.
Oh,
Powerful,
so you
might
also
say.
have a magic wizard.
Something like that. Yeah.
Regardless, it's a full day's ride to the edge of the kingdom where the cave is. We must get headed out.
Let's go. I get on a horse that has a blue saddle.
Come on, Lisa, let's get to it.
I forgot my horse's name.
What did
Maybe
you
just call him. Well,
Dark imperialness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Empy.
Impy.
And as you guys ride off, Sir Edward has a question for you. Now, what did you decide? To ride along the coast or through the dark woods?
we chose to take the dark woods.
The dark woods it is. Very well. And the road forks off, and then you head off towards the right in a path towards the dark woods.
The other one has Megan's song, but Dark Woods is great too.
Excuse me, if you're going to start crying, maybe we should leave you behind.
Oh! I'm fine. Thank you, Lady Guinevere.
Lady Guinevere, I want to be like you when I grow up.
Me too.
As you
Get it together.
enter the woods, they get very dark very quickly.
Oh man.
There's a cold chill in the air. It smells almost moldy or mildewy.
I wish Marv was
And
here.
the tall, tall trees block out all the little bits of sunlight that are trying to shine through.
Let's activate our torches.
Oh yes, our torches.
Our torches.
Our torches.
Beep boop, beep beep boop.
As you touch your morphers, the light emits from them. However, the woods are so dark that you can only see less than 4 feet in front of your horse.
Oh, wow.
I don't like these woods.
Yeah, it's pretty dark
I didn't
woods.
realize this was going to be this dark.
These are really dark woods.
Very literal.
Lady Guinevere, they are the dark woods of legend for a reason.
Yes, but I was imagining, just dark, not pitch black, where you can't see anything.
As you get closer and closer, yes, it gets darker and quieter. Eerily quiet.
Well, I am going to just lay the option out there. We can go the sea route still. We are not very far into the forest if we want to turn around and go a different way.
But if we do, we open ourselves up to a dragon attack, it seems.
And other women.
I can handle the other one.
Me too. I think.
I'm not gonna answer that.
I think we stay the course. As long as the path is visible. Boss, is the path visible? Can we see where we're going?
You see just darkness ahead, but there is a path that you are following. And you can illuminate a few feet ahead of you.
The only thing that I'm thinking about is if we get split up, we're not going to be able to find each other.
Or if we get attacked, how are we going to see where our enemies are shooting from?
When we stay together, circle up, and defend ourselves while moving forward. I mean, it's the only thing to do in this circumstance.
Yeah.
I just... I don't know if I'll know where to aim if... I can't
So Edward,
You rolled the dice, man.
Yes, but this is what we do. We can improvise. We can change course.
Yeah.
Lady Guinevere, what are your thoughts on the dark wood? I don't like the feeling I'm getting.
I don't like the feeling either, and I don't like that I can't see.
I don't like it at all. Perhaps it may be wiser to follow the path along the coast.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, well, I guess we'll turn around.
All right.
Let's do it.
Get a dragon hairdresser. Let's go.
Let's put
So-
this pony in reverse.
As you turn around, you head towards the light, the path that you came from.
I see the light.
I'm going to pull out of my satchel. I have a tiny dragon friend.
What? A dragon?
And
Wow.
I'm putting him on my shoulder so that he can keep an eye out and spot any attackers around us that might be lurking nearby.
At this point, I just idolize Lady Guinevere. I think she's the coolest. So I pull out my Tamadinky and I hook it onto my shoulder. And I'm trying to be like her. Yeah.
Tamadinky. I see.
This is the first time you guys have noticed her Tamadinky.
Oh, how cute.
Thanks. I'm taking good care of him.
Good.
How old is he?
What is that contraption?
Well, it's my Tamadinky. It's much like your dragon, except it's a little more digital.
Does it breathe?
Yeah. In a computer way. But it's my friend and my companion. He's been alive for quite some time. I've had him alive since I was a kid.
Computer.
But when all of the, electricity problems happened, he reset. But now he's born again, so it's okay. He's just,
Wow. You guys are great. You guys are lucky you have like pets and things like that. I only have this lock of Dr. Oliver's hair.
Oh my gosh, you did it. I dared you to, and she did it.
Well, here's the thing. It's for research because he's a black ranger and I mean a black warrior. I'm a black warrior. And so I just thought that maybe if I had a lock of his hair, I can see how the morphing grid
You
works.
can use it as an extension.
I can use it as an extension.
What's the name of your small pet dragon, Lady Guinevere?
Richard.
Richard! As you're all facing the opening, the exit out of the forest, Richard starts making an alarming sound, a squawking sound. And he starts flying around you in a small circle, Lady Guinevere, seemingly trying to alert you of something.
What direction, Richard?
And then it tries to fly very quickly towards the light at the end of the path. But as it tries to zoom, all you missed was the pet dragon Richard started squawking in an alarm.
I could hear everything in my house.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. As it tries to zoom towards, as quickly as possible, beating its wings, towards the light at the end of the path, a dark figure of a man, silhouetted in that light, snatches your dragon.
No, Richard!
And then he grows, he morphs into some sort of,
Can I see this happening?
yes you do, a hybrid wolf-like creature with fur, glowing yellow eyes, and sharp, pointy canine teeth. And he's crushing your dragon in his hand.
No! It's not the time!
All right, Lady Guinevere, you will go first. We use popcorn initiative in this system. So after Lady Guinevere goes, you will choose who will go next. Also, the bad guys get a turn.
Okay.
And if they go last, They get 2 turns.
One dice. Oh. 2.
2. So as you ready your bow, you remember the gem that Merlin gave you. It starts glowing. You remember it will invoke your armor.
Do I hit it?
Sure, as you raise your hand
Do I tickle it? Do I rub it?
towards the gem, the glowing white light grows. It actually illuminates some of the darkness in the forest, and you can see there are other dark creatures scattering around. As you raise your hand, a circle of light appears around your body, and then streaks of white lightning emit from your hand. And then they shoot back into your body, and then you emerge in front of these 4 other warriors with beautiful medieval style armor. However, it's inlaid with a pearlescent white design.
Crazy.
Whoa!
Wow.
Guys, she just morphed.
It's getting cooler and cooler, glowy.
Nice rig.
As soon as Sir Edward sees you do that, he also raises a hand to his aqua-colored gem. And similarly, a blue circle appears. You hear the sound of water splashing, but you don't see any. And then a blue type of lightning energy emits from his hand, and then he emerges wearing beautiful medieval ornate style armor with blue aqua colored designs in the armor.
Whoa! My ancestor was a ranger. I'm literally Power Ranger legacy.
Like I said, sorry I interrupted you there, Lady Guinevere, you are now morphed. You can roll 2d6 on your attempts.
8.
8. Your bow and arrow, the arrows fly steady and true towards this werewolf creature. It hits the werewolf on the neck. It reels back in pain, and it lets go of your pet dragon, Richard, who flies back towards your shoulder.
Richard! Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?
It squawks back up at you.
Oh no! Oh, you're bleeding, but it's only a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put you back in your pouch. We'll take you out later.
Richard?
Poor Richard.
Poor Richard.
I put my Tamagotchi away. This
Little
can't happen
Richard.
to you.
Little Richard.
Richard.
I gotta make a card for this. Even though there is an arrow struck into the side of the neck of this werewolf, it pulls on that arrow and it pulls it out of its throat.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it tosses it limply towards your direction.
Oh my.
And it decides to charge towards one of you. It turns towards you, Jack. And then it gets on all fours, charging as fast as possible. It is angry and it's howling in pain.
Look
and then
out!
it leaps up towards the front of your horse.
Look out! It's a wolf man, Jack!
Roll to defend.
Thanks. Thanks, Eddie.
Bravo.
Thank you. Do I roll 1 to defend?
Because you're not morphed.
I double. I got a 5.
Ooh. Roll again.
Okay. I got a 4.
As it leaps up at you, it actually overcompensates and it jumps overhead. You have kind of an opportunity attack here if you would like to make a move, Jack, as it jumps over you, over your horse.
Sure. As it crosses over me, I will use the stirrups in the saddle upon which I sit and launch myself upward and attempt to grab its shaggy little ankles.
Go ahead. Roll 1d6.
I got a 4.
You got a 4. As you launch yourself up off the horse, you grab around its waist. It's struggling in your hands.
Well, what goes up must come down. So I'm going to try to get the upper hand in that equation and try to flip my massive man body up on top of its scrawny dog self.
And then you flop onto this werewolf and roll for damage.
For whom?
The werewolf. You're damaging the werewolf.
I got a 5.
All right. And underneath you, you feel his body change. He curls up into a little ball, and he is transformed merely into a ragged villager with the ragged pants, an innocent civilian.
All right, I'm going to hold back any further blows and call out to my comrades. These are innocent villagers, my friends. We need to be very careful about using deadly force. There's no reason for it.
Okay.
Incapacitate or stun.
Okay.
He holds up his neck, and when he pulls away his hand, he's bleeding from that wound from the arrow.
I run over and tell him, hey, just hold on to that wound and tell him to hold his hand there so it doesn't bleed anymore.
He looks at you, his face growing white.
Uh-oh.
I pull. Oh. I pull out my microphone out of my jacket. I pull out a cloth out of my satchel. I need to put this back on. And I run over to him and I say, I'm so sorry that I had to strike you down, but you ate my dragon, little Richard.
He actually looks up at you and recognizes your face. Lady Guinevere, forgive me.
Here, let me help you. And I wrap the scarf around his neck and tie it where it's bleeding. Now I want you to go straight to the castle, tell them I sent you, and tell them that you need to see the infirmary right away.
He tries to struggle to get up. He raises an elbow, but he can barely stand.
Here, you can take my horse. Lisa, she'll get you back to the castle safely.
And so Sir Edward sees what you're doing and helps you help this victim onto the horse. And then you slap the butt of your horse.
Ride, Lisa, ride.
And that horse goes towards the castle. You weren't too far away, so it shouldn't be a long journey.
Good work, Chloe.
You get a point of energy for that. You also get a point of energy for your successful attacks, Jack and Guinevere. I was going to call you Gwendolyn, I don't know what that was about. And so as you...
1 point?
Absolutely, yes. Should be also added to the system. There we go. And so as you make your way towards the light, the opening which you first entered to enter the dark woods, all clear. You don't encounter any more werewolves. You head towards the fork in the road again. Now you're continuing down that path along the coast.
Lady Guinevere, is this something you've seen before, where villagers have turned into these monsters?
This is the first time that I've seen it. I've only heard stories from Merlin.
I wonder if this is some weird curse that's turning all the people into these monsters.
Well, I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually. Let's go.
The long path
I like her.
leads you.
Or what do you want to be referred to?
Vesper the Great.
That's okay.
It's changing now.
So
Esther, can I get a ride?
Oh, yeah. We don't have to walk anymore, fair Chloe.
I'm like running alongside them.
So Vesper and Chloe are together on one horse. Everybody else has their own horse. And it takes you down a winding path up steep hills. The steep hills turn into the side of a mountain. And when you look down the side of the mountain, there are cliffs that lead down to the roaring ocean.
I'm starting to actually miss the dark forest, guys.
No, what?
It's quite high up.
This is a little high.
I'm not afraid of heights because you guys know why.
Why?
Oh, I just like flying.
Yeah. She's a big fan
Flying?
of big fan of the air. Yeah.
You can fly?
In my realm, you could do anything.
Wow.
Oh, if Marv were here, he'd probably be like, all right, let's just go on and fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly
But then he said, guys, you stay here. I'm gonna do it first for me.
Yeah.
By myself, but you be safe.
And they'd be like, I'm actually the safety instructor. So you just gotta follow me.
And then he would say, actually, guys, we're stronger as a team. Let's do it together. And then we'd all be like, yeah.
Yeah. And they'd be like, hey, Chloe, let's do a team attack. But then the team attack wouldn't work.
And he would say, Vesper, don't hurt that civilian. That's not very rangerly.
Yeah. Sorry, was that too deep? Was that too close? Sorry.
You're on thin ice.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm
Sir
like one of
Edward
you.
overhears your banter. This Marv, was he your leader?
Yes.
I guess he is, right?
Yeah. I mean, he does get a little hot-headed at times and moves forward at time, but it's only because he cares about all of us. But then we end up working well together, and then we've been able to stop a lot of evil working together. That's why we need to find out what happened to him. He disappeared when we traveled here.
He's one of us, and we're one of him.
And what happened to your leader? Was there also a dragon?
No, it was a chipmunk.
A chipmunk?
A chipmunk?
A chipmunk.
Yeah, well, it
Tell me more of this chipmunk.
well, it looked
How
like
large was it?
It was a regular sized chipmunk. It just looked like it was a chipmunk, but then it formed another form, kind of like your werewolves that villagers turned werewolves. We had a chipmunk that turned into an evil
Very
being.
similar.
I've been hanging out at the castle way too long.
And
You gotta get out.
So,
then around
where chipmunks?
yeah, weremonks. Yeah. So
Your leader was taken down by a creature this big.
no, it was this big. Then it got like this big, and then this thing opened up, and then Marv
That
went
took
into
him.
that thing,
How large did this chipmunk become?
like the size of a monster.
Man-sized.
Yeah.
Man size.
Big man
Man-sized.
size.
And then he went into this other world, and we don't know where he is.
And he was
I
like,
would-
no, I'm being sucked into another world.
You must tell me more tales from your land.
We
Maybe.
can
How unusual.
I think we should focus on this coastal route to attempt to find the lair of the red dragon.
Wise
Nope.
words. And as you kind of ride down this path, the mountain you're coming across on the other side of the mountain now, and now the path is going lower and lower, not so high up from the ocean. At the front of the line following the path is Sir Edward. Suddenly, there is a group of birds circling up ahead, flying this way and that.
those do not look like maidens.
Sir Edward turns and looks at you, Eddie. Birds. I do despise those creatures.
Rude.
Some of them have very nice tunes.
Why do you
Very
not like
nice
birds,
tunes.
Sir Edward? What's your deal with birds?
I don't. For one, they like to leave the excrement everywhere.
Random?
Back to duty talk.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And then one actually leaves a dropping on Lady Guinevere's shoulder.
Oh.
That bird then circles around and actually dives down straight for Sir Edward. He tries to flicker away, and then he gets a good look at the bird's face. The bird does not have a beak or eyes like a bird. It has the face of a woman, and then it circles around and it tries to caw at you. Several more, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them total. They start swooping in while you're on your horses.
Get away! Get away!
What are these things?
They're harpies, Eddie. Harpies.
They start laughing at you.
They're harping on you.
That didn't work.
Do we have shields of any kind on the horse?
But Sir Edward and Lady Guinevere does.
Yes.
Sir Edward, Lady Guinevere, hold your shields up high and we'll get behind them. Is a thing I would like to do.
Sir Edward already has his shield out and he's trying to protect himself from these birds with the face of women.
I
Lady
told
Guinevere.
you this was a bad idea, guys.
Lady Guinevere, what are these things?
I'm not really sure.
Oh, that's not good then.
Suddenly, they group up all together. All 5 of them. They create some kind of formation and they fly towards Sir Edward. One after another. He loses his balance
No!
off his horse. And then he falls, dangling at the edge of the
No!
cliff.
I jump off my horse to grab his hand so he doesn't fall.
We're on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, but you didn't go all the way down.
Wait, guys, I think I have an idea. Do you have a good grip?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm hoping so. I jumped to grab him, so I'm assuming I do. Yes.
I'm gonna morph and use my Hurricane Whirlwind to get these birds out of here. Or at least distract them so we can get down to the ground.
Sounds good.
All right, it's morphin' time!
HyperForce! P! Ready! Power up!
Okay, I'm on the horse, so I'm like, Vesper, I'm gonna have to jump and like do my hurricane thing.
Yeah.
Please catch me. I don't want to fall off this
I
cliff.
got you.
All right. So then I'm gonna jump off the horse and do my Hurricane Whirlwind in an attempt to push all the birds away from us so we can flee and get to the ground. Cool?
All right. Okay.
Just pushing them away. I'm not trying to damage them. Just distracting them. It's just a gentle thing, you know?
Sure. If it's less than 6, it is a gentle thing.
Please. Oh! 8.
All right.
I
As
don't mind if it does a
you
little damage.
attempt to do your Hurricane Whirlwind, Eddie, you jump to save Sir Edward.
Sir Edward!
Go ahead, roll.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
3 or higher, you actually touch his hands.
Okay, I'm gonna super roll it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know about those. Do you know those? Use those.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Gives you 2 extra points.
You make contact with his hands. However, because Chloe did a very powerful Hurricane Whirlwind attack, the birds are swept up into it, and then they fly down towards the water. And Sir Edward grabs onto your hands, but he also gets swept up in the Hurricane Whirlwind.
No!
You lose
No!
slips
No!
from your hand
My lineage!
and starts tumbling down the side of the cliff,
No!
falling into the water.
Oh!
That's
While
wild.
this has all been going down, I've been tying a rope to my arrow, and I shoot the arrow out in the direction of Sir Edward, hoping that he will catch it.
To find out what happens next, we're gonna have to wait. Quick 5-minute break so we can all use the restroom real quick. Don't go away. What's gonna happen to Eddie Banks' ancestor?
Hey, what's up, nerds, tabletop fans, gamers, and all the like? I'm here at HyperRPG to tell you about another awesome week of programming we got going on the channel. If you want to see stuff like our superhero talks, trailer reactions, head over to our YouTube. If you want to see stuff like anime news, movie news, comic book news, all that good stuff, follow us on Facebook. For the majority of our content, though, you're going to find it all on Twitch, live and interactive. Starting off today, Monday, at 3 p.m., we have Cure to Boredom. I picked up a couple games, just got back from PAX South. Then at 6 p.m., I'm going to be playing games with the community on the channel. 6 p.m., all these times are Pacific, by the way. Then at 9 p.m. tonight, we've got Perception Check, puppets playing D&D. Now, these are Disney-trained puppeteers, and they're joined by Johnny Cruz, Lucio himself. Then Tuesday on HyperRPG, we've got none other than Shy Guy Express, our community manager, Matt Acevedo, playing games with you all in the community. But at 6 p.m., we have Power Ranges HyperForce. That we might be in the King Arthur times this week. You don't want to miss it. There could or could not be a special guest. We're still working on that. We'll let you know. Keep an eye on our Twitter. Wednesday, we've got some more live gaming with the community at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then going over at 6 p.m., I'm going to be doing some cooking. We've been doing this cooking stream the last couple weeks where it's a POV. We created a body rig where you can do a POV cooking stream. It usually ends up with just the crew singing songs to each other in the kitchen while I cook.
Mario and Luigi are the worst Nintendo characters.
But at 8 p.m. Pacific time, we've got Pencils and Parsecs, our Star Wars role-playing game using the Edge of the Empire system with an amazing group of actors, comedians, voiceover actors. You'll recognize some of them from all over the place. You definitely want to check it out. The show is extremely heavy and also extremely funny, and a deep dive into the outer regions of the Star Wars universe. Thursday at HyperRPG at 3 p.m., I'll be back to play some more games. This week is Next Up Hero. Now, Next Up Hero is giving us our own room in the game. It's going to be like an official HyperRPG room that we've got to beat. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then at 6:30 p.m., actually before that, I do Honesty Hour at 5:30 p.m. You should tune into that. It's where I explain everything that's going on the channel, why it's happening, how we make our money, how the channel works, all that good stuff. If you want to learn more about Hyper and how it works, 5:30 p.m. on Twitch is the best way to do it on Thursdays. But at 6:30 p.m., we have the penultimate episode of The Gauntlet. There's only 2 episodes left. The Gauntlet is a Pathfinder meets Gladiator kind of show where they're button head and the audience trolls it. It's really hard to explain, but it's a lot of fun. And last but not least, Fridays on HyperRPG are a ton of fun. At 3 p.m. Pacific time, we have Peter Sudarso doing Destroying Sudarso's Legacy. Peter and sometimes his brother Yoshi are going to be over here playing Legacy Wars with you guys and teaching you workout tips, and you get to troll him and have a good time. And then at 7 p.m. Pacific time on the channel, we have Roguelike, our new audience-driven RPG. Check out this link below, roguelike.straightlogic.com. You can enter all the terms. We build the entire game off of audience interaction, and this week we're going to have live music as well, playing along in the RPG. A completely improvisational game, a completely improvisational show. It's going to be a ton of fun. You don't want to miss it. So make sure to tune in this week. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media accounts and to follow us over on Twitch. Come join the conversation. We're in the chat room all the time, hanging out, talking. At the end of the day, HyperRPG is a community-driven channel. We are all about the community, getting you involved as an audience member, making the shows for you, and allowing you to interact in creative and interesting ways. So get over to that chat room and talk to us.
I don't know who's gonna take part. Oh, I guess that's good.
We were in this place. We fought a lot of snakes. He turned into a snake. And he got a crown that made him talk in the third person. But he never said he was a snake. I don't know how this ends because I cannot take any liberties to sing about our little journey. Boom, sikata, boom, sikata. Boom, sikata, boom, sikata. Boom, sikata, boom, sikata. Boom, sikata.
We're back!
Don't forget to subscribe. We're still doing giveaways every 30 subscribers and giving away a giant loot crate. I just ate Pringles. I'm sorry. I was like running out here like, oh.
I just ate Tingles. And I'm feeling very tingly right now.
Okay, cool. Don't forget to subscribe to support Hyper RPG. Every 30 subscribers, we're giving away a loot crate of exclusive Power Ranger stuff that you can't get anywhere else, including signed comic books from Jason David Frank. So get those subscriptions rolling. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Thank you to all our subscribers. Where were we? Oh,
My lineage is falling.
My lineage is falling.
that's right, Lady Guinevere. So, you were on your way to visit a dragon, to take him down, to see what happened with Sir Arthur.
King Arthur, we
King
gotta
Arthur.
save him.
Yeah.
You gotta save him. And then one of the knights that was accompanying you, Sir Edward, who you suspect to be one of your ancestors, Eddie, was just knocked off his horse, and he was hanging on to dear life for the side of the cliff. However, Chloe overcompensated, and her hurricane whirlwind
I feel
pushed him off the edge of the cliff.
He
You
said he
saw
had
him
him.
tumble down the side of the cliff with these birds with women's faces on the front following him. Lady Guinevere tied a rope very swiftly around her arrow and is going to aim it at
Mr. Sir Edward Banks.
Sir Edward Banks. All right. Go ahead. I will say it is 6 difficulty.
Okay, super roll.
All right.
Yeah.
So that will add 2 to whatever you get.
4.
But you are rolling 2 now because
Oh.
you're in your armor. So that's 4,
4 and so 7 total.
7 plus the 2? Or that is that
That's total, yeah.
total? So, as you let your arrow fly swift and true, it does hit the cloak on the back of Sir Edward.
Woo!
And now he is dangling by that rope just a few feet above the water.
Edward, are you there?
He looks up. Lady Guinevere!
Right.
Just in time! Thank you!
Grab a hold of the rope. Do you have it?
And so, as he tries to loosen himself off the rope, he gets distracted.
No! Don't get distracted!
I run over to the rope and help grab so we can possibly pull him up.
As you have your hands around the rope, you feel suddenly the weight give, like Sir Edward detached himself from the rope.
What's with this guy?
When you look down, all you can see is the water.
I look at Sir Edward and I go up to him and say,
All you see is the water down there.
he's
You're on
gone.
the cliffs.
Yeah, he's gone.
I think he just died.
I look at my hands.
They're still there.
Okay. Well, I'm still here. Nothing's changed, so maybe he's still alive. Is there any way we can get down there and rescue him?
I mean, I suppose.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna jump in the water.
I'm
You're
gonna.
just gonna jump in the water.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna follow. But,
You're not morphed. Stay here.
but I'm okay.
okay, so I want to tie a rope around my horse's saddle, and I want to tie it to Chloe somewhere.
My leg.
Your leg.
All right.
Chloe.
Guys, I was actually in swim class. I was a swimmer.
I'm getting hungry, so I hop down on the ground and pick up some worms to eat.
Excuse me, Lady Guinevere. I really look up to you, but I think someone just died, and I'm gonna go try and find them.
I need energy.
So as you run off the
Go,
edge,
child.
I'm gonna say it is a 4 difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it.
Should I super it?
I would hope so.
I'm gonna super it. Oh. Okay. 8.
All right. As you jump down, you very skillfully are able to hold that rope taut, and you with control lower yourself down towards where Sir Edward had disappeared. He's on the beach now. It's a pebbled beach, and he's in a small enclave. He's surrounded by 3 beautiful women.
What do you see down there?
What's going on, Chloe?
What's happening?
I I see Sir Edward, but he's surrounded by those maidens, lovely maidens. There's 3 of them, and I think they're distracting him.
Is he wooing any of them?
I don't even know what he's trying to do, to be honest.
They start singing songs. Lovely, beautiful, inhuman musical voices. You can hear these songs, Chloe.
They sound like fairy princesses, guys. Wait.
You feel drawn in towards the music. You want to investigate.
These
No.
princesses.
You must not. Wait, she's down there.
She's down there.
You must not go near the voices. They're sirens.
They're sparkly, though, Lady Guinevere. They're sparkly.
No, ignore the glitter for once in your life.
You could never tell me to do that, Lady Guinevere.
I hit my horse's butt,
Uh-huh.
and I just want to run and drag Chloe up from the cliffside.
Okay.
Whoa!
As you make your way closer and closer to these 3 lovely maidens, they have the most beautiful hair, and the most beautiful smiles, and the most beautiful skin. They look kind, and they look good. Sir Edward is completely entranced by them. Suddenly, the rope pulls on your leg, and you get lifted up higher and higher, away from them.
No! I want to be with the pretty princesses.
You've been pulled up towards the edge of the cliff, and you've regrouped with your friends.
Who did that?
Chloe, you were being bamboozled. They did a bamboozle on you.
They bamboozled me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Now I'm angry. Now I'm angry.
All right, I gotta save my ancestor. It has to happen. But those sirens, those maidens, they just entrance you because of their beauty and their song.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking
No,
to sorry.
he's talking to me.
Oh.
Yes. So perhaps we should fashion some sort of. Maybe you could wear his hat over your eyes so you could kind of see through, but not totally be enamored.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Vesper, I'm gonna need your help.
I knew it. Because I'm beautiful and I have songs too.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of what I was thinking.
All right, let's go.
All right, because I feel like if I see your beauty in song, it will distract me from the maidens because they can't compare to you.
Lady Guinevere, they're so gross. They do this all the
All right, so I'm gonna.
Whatever works.
So we're gonna hold hands,
Don't worry, I'll
Vesper
sing
and
to
Eddie
you.
hold hands.
and Vesper's gonna start singing, and we're just gonna bum rush down there and grab Sir Edward and bring him back up. I won't even hear those maidens.
I'm with them.
So there's 2 paths down there. If you continue down the road you are on, it seems to lead down towards the beach. Perhaps you could use that road and then walk up the beach to Sir Edward, or the other route with a rope straight down.
What if we jumped up in the air, morphed in the air, superhero landed down there, she starts singing, I grab Sir Edward, and then we run back up the path.
Very well.
You ready to do this?
Ready. Wait. Eddie and Vesper.
Ranger Buzz together! It's morphin' time!
HyperForce. Black. Ready. Power up.
HyperForce. Blue. Ready. Power up.
I'm going to say it's too difficulty to land heroically.
Too difficult to land
right.
already.
5.
Lightning bolt!
All right. Together, hand in hand, you jump up into the air, morph in a brilliant flash of light. Everybody sees this. Lady Guinevere, you see this. Sir Edward, he doesn't see it. And then you land down on the pebbled beach. You see the 3 maidens surrounding Sir Edward. They're singing songs. He's actually playing with one of the siren's hair.
Oh. I mean, he looks kind of happy. Shouldn't we just kind of, leave him? What if these are your ancestors?
He sees you in the corner of your eye. Eddie! The one's for wooing.
But you said you liked someone else, Sir Edward. Plus, these are not these are something that's not wooable.
They're bird brains.
That thing, yes. All right, Vesper.
Yeah?
Sing about me.
All right. Give me a beat, Eddie.
All right. I'm gonna medieval this thing.
In a time of old, there was a guy named Eddie, and there was an Edward too. It's kind of confusing, but what can we do? We're gonna say our red word every day until we get it right. So come with me, please. Grab my hand, please.
All right, go ahead and roll for your attempt.
Super.
Go ahead, super roll.
4. I dropped it.
Wait, you're morphed, I thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm morphed. Yay, another chance.
Well, for non-combat, we usually use one. But
okay.
It's so.
It's okay. This is bad anyway.
And you said you're going to super roll it, right?
Yeah.
So it's a total of 6. Eddie stands in between the sirens, Sir Edward, and Vesper. He starts hearing the song of the sirens. He looks towards them and sees their beautiful faces. They seem kind and good and bright. He feels attracted to the light. But then he turns towards Vesper. She also is pulling him towards her. You feel equally drawn to both.
Oh shoot.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, I roll 6 too.
Vesper,
Yeah?
I don't think your song is working.
Oh no, this is like Scorpina all over again. All right, Eddie. I hate to do this, but I do like a sweep underneath his feet just to trip him. Mm-hmm. And I run over and grab Edward by the arms, and I want to pull him away from the sirens.
Okay. Go ahead.
5.
5. Vesper runs over towards you and does a low sweep, tripping you. You fall backwards on your back, Eddie. She rushes towards Sir Edward. He's still entranced. He looks at you, but he's very drawn to the one with the long hair that he's been playing with. Suddenly he embraces the siren. You can't take me away from her. She is mine.
Well, so Eddie, do you know anything about sirens? Are you with me?
Oh.
How you doing?
I'm good. You sweep me, but you sweep me off my feet, but literally this time.
What?
Suddenly the sirens sound much less attractive towards you.
Oh, good.
So, could it be possible that your ancestor's a siren? Do we keep him or do we drag him away from all this?
Well, I don't know. We still have the dragon. We still have saving Marv. It's quite possible. I'm still here.
I'm going to suggest to the team that is up on the cliff still, I think we should ride down, take the roundabout, and ride down to the beach.
Agreed, lady.
Okay. I figure if we can all use our voices at the same time and sing a song, that it might be good enough to drown out everyone else.
I like the way you think. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Good thinking. Everybody rides down on their lovely horses down to the pebbled beach. Sir Edward embracing one of the sirens.
Ooh.
Her face is starting to transform. She's looking a lot less attractive. She smiles at all of you and she has sharp, pointed teeth.
See? Bamboozle.
Bamboozled.
We gotta stop this.
All right,
Let's just all lift up our voices in song. What do
Okay.
we want to sing? Do you know that song, The Unicorn from Downton, Essex?
Ah, yes, that one.
Oh yeah.
that's
of
that
course
old
we
too.
do.
Yeah.
You lead it and we'll come in.
We'll follow through.
Great. Great. I normally sing harmony on this, but
It's okay.
it's fine. Okay, ready? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was a unicorn, unicorn, unicorn. There was a unicorn downtown Essex. There was a unicorn, unicorn, unicorn. There was a unicorn downtown Essex. Please come with us. Please stay with the sirens. Please come with us. Please make
Essex.
feel a little bit lightheaded. But hold on and stop shrugging the hair. I promise you won't find anything there.
That
We've got
unicorn.
a pot of gold. If you'll have it.
All right.
What's happening?
All roll a d6.
Hey, that was a catchy song.
That was good.
This is good. Lady Guinevere is quite talented.
Oh!
Yes.
2.
Oh.
4.
All right.
Lightning.
6, 5, and 4. Suddenly, the sirens, they hear your song. They raise their hands up to their ears, and then they turn into birds. Birds with women's faces. They squawk and they shriek. They dive down trying to get really close to your faces. You continue to sing your song. They don't like it and they fly off.
There was unicorn, unicorn, unicorn. There was unicorn downtown Essex. There was unicorn, unicorn, unicorn. There was unicorn downtown Essex.
We really mean it. There's a unicorn in downtown Essex.
So all 3 of those women-faced birds fly off towards the sea, away, and 2 more, they turn back into these mermaid-shaped sirens, and they go underwater. They've retreated.
Good.
I wanted one for a pet.
And then I grab Sir Edward and bring him back with us.
Sir Edward looks at you.
I knew it would work.
Eddie, I tried to do the wooing.
This is not the time to woo.
You got wooed.
I did get wooed.
You got wooed and bamboozled.
I got wooed and bamboozled, you say?
Yes, bamboozled.
What were we doing before all this?
We were trying to stop a dragon, but
That's right, our mission. The sun is heavier in the sky.
We must.
We must ride quickly.
Yes. Hop on.
Let's-
Where's your horse? Up there.
Perhaps still on the cliff.
Hopefully.
I taught it to stay.
oh,
Great.
Well, call it and let's get going.
So
And thanks all of you. You saved my entire lineage. I really appreciate you saving Mr. Banks.
We saved.
I go up to Mr. Banks. Hello, I don't think we've properly met. My name is Vesper. I just saved your life. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you for saving me from those sirens. Your voice, your song was so horrible. It penetrated through their song, and that's all I could hear.
Aww.
That's a real compliment. Thank you, Sir Edward.
Thank
That
you.
was the intention, right? To sing a horrible
Of
song.
course. And you look actually really familiar. Like, have we met before? I mean, you're just very familiar to me. You can ride on my horse if you want.
Oh, let's.
Where am I gonna ride?
I trust my noble steed only.
Yeah.
And so he gets back on his horse and starts riding up the beach back to the path on the side of the cliff down the road.
Vesper's kicked me off our horse, so I'm just gonna ride with Lady Guinevere because
Okay.
she offered.
All right, you ride with Lady Guinevere. Everybody else
Everyone else is on their own horse.
follows along.
I'm gonna ease on down the road.
Yeah.
And as you continue down this path, it lowers, continuing along the ocean, and then it turns towards grassy fields. Just beyond the grassy fields, you see these fields are actually crops. Green, swaying grain, perhaps wheat. swaying in the wind, looking golden and beautiful towards the setting sun. Just beyond that are villages. The road leads through the village.
Well, should we continue on, everybody?
I wonder if these were the crop. Are these the crops that were in danger before?
Sir Edward says, Lancelot told me this is where King Arthur, His Majesty, disappeared.
Should we make camp here? Should we make camp here and wait for it?
Yeah.
The sun shall be setting quite soon, within the hour, I do suppose.
And that dragon did come out at night last time.
Correct. I'm not sure we should stop. I mean, there was a cave. Lady Guinevere,
Yes.
where is the cave?
It's just past the fields, right?
I say we
It's just
ride
past-
on.
I say we ride on as well, because then the dragon will be leaving, and if we can hide as he's leaving the cave, then we can go check out the cave and see if your friend is there.
Excellent idea.
Yeah.
Excellent idea, Lady Guinevere. Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Quite excellent.
Excellent.
Deal good.
Most excellent deal.
I agree. And as you ride through the village, you notice it's abandoned. Many of the villagers must have left their homes. As you progress through the path, you'll see some of these houses have been charred, their simple thatched roofs burned through. Now you arrive at the side of a mountain. A big cave-like opening is there. It's very dark, and it's now dusk. The sun is getting lower and lower.
Soon it's going to be very dark, and I suspect that's when the dragon will come out.
I'm going to dismount from my very sturdy steed and give it a very loving pat on the rump so that it skedaddles back home.
Okay. You go ahead and pat your horse, and if go ahead and roll 1d6.
Sure.
2 difficulty.
Yeah! I got a 6.
And it scatters back towards the path, towards its home.
Bye, Jacques.
There we go. I'll give you a point of energy for taking care of your horse.
Looks like a dragon hors d'oeuvre to me.
Yeah. I'm going to do the same.
2 difficulty.
Oh, of course. Lightning bolt.
Go ahead.
Get lightning bolt on that.
And then the horse scatters off.
Bye, Ed.
I'm just gonna find like a tree and park my horse behind it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to do the same, but on the opposite side of
The tree?
the cave.
Oh,
yeah.
the cave, all right. And so, all is quiet. The cave is dark.
I have my bow and arrow at the ready.
I put the light on.
Light?
Light?
What?
No.
What are you doing?
Oh, what?
Eddie,
Oh,
turn that off!
Sorry, I was going back to what we did in the dark forest.
Oh, we're
Sir
incognito.
Edward,
We're trying to be undercover.
Turns towards all of you. Perhaps the dragon sleeps during the day. At night it shall arrive. And like clockwork, the sun finally sets itself. It's now nighttime, and the moon is high and full in the sky, illuminating everything that you need to see. You hear a rumble from deep within the cave. Oh.
Chloe, is that your stomach?
Sounds like a dragon to me.
Oh, no, she said it sounds like a dragon.
Okay. Then I'm scared.
Suddenly, you feel the earth shake underneath you.
Uh-oh.
The dragon is making its way to the opening of the cave. It appears and rears its head. It still has one arrow stuck into its eye. With its other eye, it looks around at all of you in your direction. It's unclear if it sees you.
Are these like T-Rexes? Like you don't move.
Jack, you ready for this?
I'm gonna take out my Hyperblade Blaster and turn it into sword mode and try to make myself very inconspicuously dressed in yellow. And white.
You mean you morph?
No, I'm not gonna morph yet, boss.
All right.
No, talk about drawing attention to oneself.
Well, you said turn, I was unclear.
No, I'm just trying to be really tiny.
All right.
Big, yellow.
If we cause too much of a stir right now, and there's another dragon in the cave. Oh,
2 dragons?
Oh gosh.
maybe. I'm just saying, if there is, we don't want to cause a cease right now.
I'm gonna get my Hyperion bow out and ready. I feel a little bit more confident. I'm not gonna aim yet. I'm just gonna get it ready because that's what.
So you ready your weapons?
Remember the plan. Dragon. Guinevere arrows in the dragon.
Thank
you.
Dragon lifts its head, and you can see 2 large nostrils on its face. He starts sniffing. He turns his back towards you, and he makes his way towards the fields that are fresh. He looks down at the field, lifts his head back.
Oh no.
Crop.
And then suddenly, the fields are ablaze.
Oh no.
He's surrounded by fire, and he laughs at himself. Villagers, anyone who remains, appear, and I shall take you down.
Okay, it's a talking dragon. Now I'm really freaked out.
So I want to grab my horse and get on the horse, and I take out my Cerberus axe. And guys, I want to go, since he speaks, I want to go see if I can maybe level with him before we start getting into the slashy.
I like that.
All right, let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna stay hidden and back you up from the bushes.
Does anyone want
Okay.
to venture into the cave with me?
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Vesper because if this thing's got fire, you're gonna need some water.
You can take my horse.
Thank you.
I'll follow Chloe and Guinevere and enter the cave.
So the 3 of you, Guinevere, Chloe, Jack, all stealth into the cave. The dragon, I almost called it a dinosaur. The dragon is quite distracted as he is very pleased with himself setting the fields ablaze, calling out for any villagers to show themselves. Eddie, you readied your Cerberus axe, and Eddie.
I have my Oceanus blades.
And are you stalking the dragon now?
I would like to talk to the dragon.
All right.
We're going front and center, I guess. I'm behind Vesper though.
You're both behind the dragon at this point.
All right.
Great dragon, you look like an intelligent being.
Who's there?
It is I, Vesper of the Knights of the HyperForce.
He turns towards you. He's a red dragon, and you have entered his circle of flames. Ah, someone who would like to get burned to the crisp.
Actually, that's not what I would like. What I would like is
You're
a
already
conversation.
dressed in all black.
Yes.
Soon you shall be burned to a crisp.
So what you're saying is you don't want to talk this out? Because I got this axe, and I'm pretty good with it.
She is.
Who's there? Another one of you.
Eddie from the Knights of the HyperForce and things.
Knights? Yep. And do you show yourself, or are you talking behind a rock or something?
I slowly step out and get a stance. You listen to her. She knows what she's talking about.
You
She's
call
strong.
yourself knights? I destroy knights for fun.
Where's Arthur?
Where is Arthur? I have already taken care of him.
Taken care of?
You're too late! And as he laughs, he belches out clouds, like mushroom clouds of fire from his mouth.
I don't think he wants to talk.
I don't think he does too, but I think I've got a way of dealing with that fire.
All right.
So I yell at him, "Yo, dragon! You think you're so good with that fire? Try shooting it this way!"
Very well. And he takes a big inhalation, and you can see his belly fills up with air, and his chest and his shoulders rise. He's about to blow a giant breath towards your direction.
Vesper,
Yep.
if this doesn't work, I just want to let you know I really, 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 really like you.
Aw. Go get him, Eddie.
I pull out my Oceanus Trident. Yeah! I set it to hyper water mode, which I'm just gonna assume I can do. And as soon,
Only you.
yeah, only me. And so as soon as that mouth gets open and I have a perfect aim, I'm going to shoot a blast of water from my Oceanus Trident and put that fire out.
He opens his mouth. A giant fireball forms right in front of his face.
I really hope I don't
And
do
then
it.
blows in your direction.
And I blow water in his direction.
Your Oceanus Trident unleashes a strong, small, but steady stream. It makes its way through the fireball. Now go ahead and roll.
Oh. I am going to
Do it.
super this.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Lightning bolt plus 2 is 8 plus 4 is 12. Ah!
As you shoot your water from your trident towards the dragon, it penetrates the fireball. However, surrounding the water is more flames that makes its way towards your direction. The water hits the mouth of the dragon.
Ugh!
Suddenly, the flames stop and he chokes on the water. However, the lingering flames makes its way towards your direction and you take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
You just got hot down!
Oh man.
Are you okay, Eddie?
The dragon coughs and sputters water.
Oh, I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling the burn.
Eddie, are you okay?
I've been better.
Just try not to get cooked inside your suit.
I'm trying. I'm trying to put all the fire out.
Eddie, whose turn is it next?
Vesper.
Don't worry, I got this. So I take out my Cerberus axe and kind of like jousting style, I run towards the dragon. And as I see him, I want to just slice across his soft belly. And I'm using the axe, which is 2 energy cost and 12 damage.
All right, auto 12 damage.
Yeah.
You can super it.
Super it.
All right, so what is it?
5, 6.
Oh, girl.
6. As you run towards the dragon, raising your axe to slice through its belly, it catches you with the other eye that doesn't have an arrow. It laughs, but coughs, sputtering water in your direction. You get very, very wet, but you don't sustain any damage.
Chloe, we could really use your arrows over here.
Oh,
This dragon does not want to talk.
let's check back in with Chloe, Lady Guinevere, and Jack.
Guys, I don't think they're doing too well with that dragon out there.
Well, it wasn't a very good idea to go talk to him. I mean, he's a dragon. But perhaps one of us should go and the other two. I mean, how have we been walking and how far have we gone?
As you walked into the cave, you've made your way towards some kind of fire, like a fireplace or something that has been burning. Once you arrive at the campfire that's been set up, you see there seems to be the remains of somebody who was camping there. A plate, a pair of boots, a blanket, a tent.
Guinevere, these don't belong to your king, do they?
They are of royal-like material.
Oh. It looks like these could belong to the king.
There are also human-shaped footprints in the ground around this campsite.
I want to do a search of the area, like try to look around the campfire, check out the extents of the cave, and perhaps very gingerly begin calling the king's name.
Are these footprints recent?
I'm going to bend down and see if it's wet at all.
Mm-hmm. They seem like they could have been created earlier that day.
Okay. They seem fairly recent.
Arthur! Arthur!
King Arthur!
All you hear is the sound of your own voice echoing in the caves. Arthur! Arthur!
What's your friend's name?
Which one?
Marv.
Marv. Marv? Marv!
Marvin!
Marv!
No answer, just the sound of your own echo. Let's take a break and we're gonna catch up with Vesper and Eddie real quick. You guys have tried to make your attempts against the dragon. Sir Edward was trailing right behind the two of you. He was hiding behind some rocks, behind the tall grass. He decides to ready his sword and his shield, and he starts charging towards the dragon.
Sir Edward, what are you doing? Sir Edward, what are you doing? No!
I made a... Oh, here we go.
Yay!
I hope your ancestor can fight.
Charges towards the dragon. I'm gonna roll for the dragon. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna roll for Sir Edward.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right. And so, as Sir Edward charges towards the dragon looks up. He actually seems a little scared of Sir Edward. Finally, a real knight on horseback.
Okay, that's a little rough.
The dragon stops, coughing up water. Smoke bellowing from his nostrils. Again, he opens his mouth.
No!
And a giant fireball forms in front of him. And then he launches his fireball towards Sir Edward. At the same time, Sir Edward does a huge circle with his sword and then a strike towards the dragon. The water and the fire clash together. However, you see Sir Edward get consumed by the ball of flame.
Sir Edward, no! I look at my hands.
Your ancestor is kind of a lot of trouble. Looks like we're gonna have to save him once again.
He's
All
hot,
right.
yo. He's hot.
He is hot.
Once the big fireball clears, you see Sir Edward completely prone on the ground.
I run over
The
to
dragon
him.
turns towards you two, assuming that Sir Edward is finished.
You attacked my ancestor. I hate you.
Oh, is that what you have to say to me?
I have a question for you.
Questions? Well,
Yes.
I might have answers. And all that you need to know is that you will soon be destroyed.
No, we won't. I'm gonna take out my Oceanus blades, and I'm looking dead right in those nostrils, and I'm gonna toss them and hit them right in the nostrils to choke them up.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna super do it.
Okay.
10 plus 2 is 12.
12.
Oceanus blades.
So you split your trident into the two blades, and they sing through the air. They fly through the air, clear and true. One lands in one nostril,
Yes.
and one lands in the other nostril.
Yes!
He roars However, it sounds more like this now, because his nose is very clogged. What did you do to me?
I just gave you an allergy
Go ahead.
of my anger.
Roll for damage.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
2.
Oh, heavens.
Oh.
Oh, goodness.
For each nostril.
1 for each nostril. That should hold him for a little bit at least.
He looks very, very angry at you.
And he just kind of huffs and puffs in your direction.
So I'm gonna call the rest of the gang here. Jack, Chloe, Lady Guinevere. The dragon is a little clogged up right now in the nasal area, but he is still hot with fire in the mouth. What's going on in there, you guys? We can really use your help.
Wow. That's incredible.
Oh yeah. It's,
No time for that now. Let's go. Our friends need our help.
So the three of you run out of the cave.
I'm going to beat feet to the opening of the cave and rejoin my friends who need assistance because we're a team.
You see Sir Edward on the ground,
No, I see him
not
prone.
moving. You see Eddie, who has just thrown his daggers. You see the dragon with an arrow in its eye and something up his nose.
So I did that. I threw the blades in there.
I draw my weapon and I'm going to aim for the other eye.
All right, Lady Guinevere, go ahead.
Super. Does that mean I do 2?
add 2. But you do 2 because you're more.
Oh, right.
Super Guinevere.
8.
8 total
Yes.
with the +2.
With the 2, yes.
As you pull back your bow and arrow, you let your arrow fly in the direction of the dragon. It catches the other eye, or so it seems. The dragon turns his head just at the right moment. Your arrow misses. If the dragon hadn't turned its head, it would have gotten the other eye. Lady Guinevere, who's in the next turn? We have Jack and Chloe, who still have to go.
Oh, I choose?
Yeah, you choose. We do popcorn initiative.
Jack.
I take 2 bold steps forward, look that thing in the nostrils, and say, "It's morphin' time!"
HyperForce! Yellow! Ready! Power up!
Awesome.
Looking good, Jack.
I'm going to drop the Krius hammer down into my right hand and attempt to, like ye old Thor, toss that hammer.
Go ahead, roll.
I got a 7.
7. As you toss your hammer towards the dragon, it goes far, far away to the far left. It was a total miss.
Oh.
Jack, you're gonna send it to Chloe now.
Naturally.
It's the end of the round.
Oh my.
Chloe, no pressure, but it's all on you.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm good at this. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna use my stealth, and I'm gonna run up as fast as I can, and I'm gonna use my Eye of the Phoenix, and I'm gonna go for that eye that's open. But I'm gonna go so fast, he's not even gonna be able to keep track of me, because I have +2 stealth. I'm just cutting through the crops and the dirt like no one could see me.
All right, you're gonna sneak up on him. Great.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oy. It was a 5.
With the +2?
7.
7. And so, as you run very close to the dragon, you attempt to strike him in the eye. He actually sees you as you run up. Stealth no more. You see his pupil grow large in your direction.
Thanks.
And then you strike him through the center of his pupil, and he reels back in pain.
Whoa.
Go ahead, roll for damage.
Nice hit, Chloe.
Nice, Chloe.
5. Yes.
All right, 5.
Woohoo!
Good job, Chloe.
Way to go, Chloe.
I
You
did
got
it!
stealth.
I did it! Oh, man.
All right, this is the start of a new turn. We get to choose who goes first.
Me?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Then,
Dragon can get a turn too.
okay. Eddie,
Yeah.
what should we do? He's injured right now. Let's take advantage of it.
All right. He's got clogged nose, bad eyes. Then I say I'm a little scared, but I'm gonna go for that mouth again. I gotta put that fire out. All right. So, Chloe, you're good with stealth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a little bit of a distraction. Can we team up on this one?
Sure.
All right. So, wait, where is Chloe right now? Are you still in the dragon?
Very close to the dragon.
Okay.
She just struck its eye.
Just like right under him.
All right, Chloe, I'm gonna need you to at the dragon.
All right.
Get his attention, and then I'm gonna come up from the other side with my super speed, and then once again take out that Oceanus trident, but this time get a direct shot inside that mouth. I'm going up close to the dragon.
All right, go ahead. Both roll your d6s.
All right. And I get +2 for working on
the teamwork,
team.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I can roll
that's
too
why I'm
as well?
doing it. Whew.
I got a 6.
I got an 8 + 2 is 10. Yep.
All right, and so Chloe does her little distraction.
Channel my inner chipmunk, and I'm going to the left, and I'm going to the right, and then I'm going all up and down the dragon.
Yeah.
And
Use the powers of those evil chipmunks.
Yeah.
And then, Eddie, you have the perfect opening. He's distracted by Chloe, the Pink Ranger, darting back and forth.
Obey my thirst.
And then suddenly, as you aim for the mouth, like
Yeah.
you said, the water shoots into his open mouth. He turns, and then he inhales that water.
Yeah, he does.
Roll for damage.
Okay. I'm gonna mega roll for damage.
Go ahead.
Ooh, yeah.
5 + 2, 7.
7.
And then can I flip down?
Backflip away?
Yeah. I want to backflip away so I can get where Sir Edward is to see what's going on with him.
Yep, that's great.
Oh,
All right.
it's really stuffy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Eddie, whose turn is it next?
All right. So as I'm backflipping.
Sir Edward is still alive. Maybe he
okay.
could have a turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna backflip and land and see what's going on with Sir Edward and see if he's still good to go. So, Sir Edward.
When you look down at Sir Edward, his clothes have been charred, but he looks all in one piece.
Oh, you're okay.
Weakly opens his eyes. My friend,
Eddie.
Eddie,
Edward.
it's time to woo yet.
Is it what? No, right
It's
now.
wooing time.
It's not time to woo. Right now, it's time to fight. And trust me, if you fight this right, you're gonna be able to woo like crazy. But right now, we gotta fight.
He looks
What do you say?
down and he grabs your hand. You get up together.
Dude, is there like a pulsing blue energy when we grab hands?
Blue and aqua energy.
Blue and aqua energy?
swirling together.
Whoa, this is so cool and weird. So I pull him up.
He pulls out his sword and his shield. He readies himself.
I pull out my trident.
Eddie,
Edward,
perhaps together we can take down this dragon.
Banks and Banks.
What do you suppose we should do?
I say, while his face is indisposed, let's go for the middle. You use your sword, I'll use my trident. Stabby, stabby.
Ah, straight for the belly of the beast.
Yes.
And so, on Sir Edward's turn, we run up. He's not quite as fast as you. He was just singed, but luckily most of his armor took that damage.
All right.
So maybe he's just a little red in the face.
That's okay. I can slow-mo run.
He follows you. You strike first, and then he follows with a strike.
Like it.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. Five plus 2 teamwork?
Yes.
7.
And so, you both strike at the belly of the beast, one after another. He reels back onto his back, exposing his belly. He tries to open his mouth. He looks at you, Lady Guinevere, and even though he's upside down on his back, he looks like he's trying to muster another breath of fire in your direction.
Give me that turn.
All right, Lady Guinevere.
Lady Guinevere.
Look at that, Lady G.
Oh, Lady Guinevere.
Gee.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, how close is he to me?
10 yards. Should be no problem with it.
Is he down on the ground? He's incapacitated.
He's on his back, but he seems fully conscious. He's trying to shoot his fire breath in your direction, but he is upside down, so he would be very disadvantaged to do that.
Okay. I'm going to aim. Oh. 4. I meant to say super. 4.
Super 4, not Super 4. All right.
Not at all.
So you let your arrow fly towards him. However, it's a complete miss and it goes over the dragon. He attempts to blow his fire breath in your direction. However, the 2 daggers placed there by Eddie, they quiver and they shake, but they have clogged his nose quite tightly. He tries to open his mouth and pull in air from his mouth.
Your nostrils a bit inflamed.
He gets caught up, congested with all that's going on, his belly exposed. He tries to let out a giant explosion of flame. However, instead of being released from his mouth, you see it go back down his throat, down his chest, and his belly. And then his body is engulfed in flames.
Whoa!
All you can see is a giant ball of fire. It is a big, hot, ravaging fire. And it is so bright, even though it is nighttime, it has illuminated the village like it is day.
Talk about backfire.
I'm gonna take you guys out of your initiative.
Whoa. Good job.
Giant fireball, what do you do?
Run away.
Should we put that out?
We gotta put this fire out.
Why?
Eddie, that's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna firefighter Eddie at your service, ma'am. I'm gonna take my Oceanus trident and just kind of do like a lawn like across to try to put the fire out.
As you do that,
Yeah.
you hit the flames, and it is cutting through the flames. However, it's a huge, uncontained fire. Sir Edward motions towards a well. He looks at all of you. Perhaps, if we all work together, we can douse these flames. And then he rolls up a bucket of water and hands one to each of you.
A well?
Yeah, sure.
Forget that. I'm the Yellow HyperForce Ranger. I'm going to do a Yellow HyperForce Ranger leap into the air and put this gigantic rumpus in the well to displace all of the water at once.
Very good.
That's how we work together.
Guide the water. Guide the
I'm
water.
gonna say it's a 3 difficulty.
Hey,
It's super.
that's a lightning bolt.
And so, as you jump up, you are filled with the energy of the Yellow HyperForce Ranger, and then you shove what remains of the dragon towards the well. The well bursts open, and the water flows all over its body. The dragon shrinks down and down, smaller and smaller, until it is about 6 feet long, and then his body transforms. His scales flake off, and underneath
Marvin!
reveals the body of King Arthur.
Called it.
Man!
Look at this.
Wrong guy.
Oh.
He seems unconscious, laying on his side.
Oh my gosh.
That's your man? He's a dragon?
Apparently.
Should we get him back to the castle? What should we do?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, let's help him up.
We can put him on my horse.
It's a good idea.
Sir Edward runs to your side, and he actually carries King Arthur, over his shoulder, hoisting him over the horse.
I'm gonna go walk in the woods and try and find the Creus hammer.
Go ahead. You,
Yeah. Oh, or unless Richard could perhaps find it for me.
Little Richard would be happy to find that for you.
Lady Guinevere, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Little Richard.
Hi!
We got little Richard and the king.
Are you feeling better?
it's like a affirmative kind of squawk.
Can you do us a favor? Or rather, can you do Jack a favor?
Hi.
You can speak to him.
Little Richard, can you please help me find the Creus hammer? It's very important to me. Thanks. It's over there, generally, somewhere where I threw it.
Yellow.
Little Richard flies off, and it takes him about 3 minutes. And then in his claws, he carries it back towards you.
Yes. Nice. Thank you, little Richard.
You guys ride back.
I take the Oceanus blades out of Arthur's nose.
Need a napkin for those?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
There are no more Oceanus blades. However, his eye does look injured.
I take do I have any like materials? I'm gonna try to wrap his eye
You do
up.
have a very special card, my friend.
Oh! Oh, his eye! Oh my gosh, his eye! I'm gonna use my healing charge.
Yay!
To help
Go ahead.
him out.
So that is how many?
High healing charge, meaning that heals up to 6d6.
All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'll take it.
So it costs 6 energy.
You can lend. I lent him my energy.
Oh, man.
Hold my hand, Vesper.
Can we do that? Boss, can we do that? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So together, you create a healing charge between your hands. Arthur is below that healing charge.
All right, we got ourselves a 4, a 9, 11, 14, 16, 19.
And then you lower the healing charge into Arthur's body. He's able to open both eyes.
Yeah!
And look at both of you. He kind of sits himself up. He's like sitting like crisscross applesauce on the ground. Then he reaches for Sir Edward's hand and raises himself. Lady Guinevere,
Hello,
Sir
King Arthur.
Edward. And who are you?
It's a long story.
We're the Knights of the HyperForce.
Ah, it was you who faced me when I was that horrible, wretched dragon.
You remember that?
How'd that happen?
Unfortunately, with my last encounter with Morgana Le Fay, I felt my heart be filled with rage.
Oh, wow.
When my heart was overcome, I transformed into this horrible beast.
Is this why you've been ordering me to stay closer to the castle recently?
I abandoned you, Guinevere, and all the other knights of the Round Table. I was fearful that I might destroy you too. That's why I hid at the edge of the kingdom in this village. However, I am responsible for so much destruction. We have much to rebuild here.
Well, they're helping us to rebuild. I feel like we could do the same and help you rebuild some while we're here.
Absolutely. I will lend my hand to rebuild whatever you need.
And I'll lend my axe.
And I'll lend my hand as well. And I raise my hand and I realize that my hand is still holding Vesper's hand.
Thank you. Thank you so much. How could I ever repay all of you? You have given me the courage to overcome the rage and the spell Morgana has placed over me. I believe I will no longer transform into that wretched beast.
Well, we do have one thing we do need help with.
What is that?
Your friend Merlin, I believe. We lost someone and we need energy of some kind that we could possibly work your energy with ours to try to find them. Is there any way that maybe you would be able to help out with that? Do you have something of great power?
So, King Arthur turns to Lady Guinevere and they do kind of like...
That's just kind of rude. They're just whispering in front of us.
Lady Guinevere, give each one of these 4 rangers a number between 1 and 6.
3, 5, 2, and the other one that's left. 4.
4. Everybody remember your number?
Yeah.
3, 5, 4, and 2. Ooh, who's number 3?
Wait.
No, Vesper is, right?
No. Yeah, no.
I'm 3.
You're 3. Chloe's 3. All right. Arthur does more with Vesper.
Yeah.
And then Lady Guinevere. Lady Guinevere produces a gem. The gem is pink in color. Arthur turns towards the 4 of you. This was created by Merlin himself. It will allow all of you to use the armor that we use, like Lady Guinevere. This was from one of our fallen knights. Perhaps it can help you on your fight against evil.
Wow. You guys want to touch it?
And so, as you take the pink gem from Lady Guinevere, it glows. And you have the understanding that maybe it's an upgrade to your morphed armor.
Guys, I think this is going to be something that makes us even cooler. Possibly glitter? I don't know.
I don't know, but if that's powerful, and these knights are connected to the morphing grid, maybe your pink energy can help us figure out where Marv is.
You think?
You could be the key, Chloe.
What? No.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
We're not supposed to be the super hyperforce for like another 3 months.
Well, looks like we skipped that, much like other things.
You all get a hologram that shows up suddenly on your morphers.
Whoa.
Arthur and Lady Guinevere, not seen anything like it before. It's Alpha. Ay! Rangers!
Whoa.
Alpha!
Hi, Alpha.
The Royal Blacksmiths have completed
Hello.
their mission. Yes, Lady Guinevere, I can see you as well. Oh my goodness. Hydromorphous.
It's a little too late for that, Alpha.
Yeah.
There's a lot we've got to catch you up on, buddy. But you said that the blacksmiths fixed our ship?
Yes, I do believe you would like. Excuse me, the accents are all over the place.
You're really adjusting to this time period, Alpha.
Rangers, I think you need to see what the blacksmiths have done. They have done a fine job.
Let's go check it out. Can
Let's
you
head back.
warp
Teleport.
teleport?
All right.
Are we teleportable?
Yes.
But what about Guinevere? Can we take her with us, boss?
And Edward.
St. Edward.
And Edward. Edward
Sir
Banks.
King
Sir
Arthur.
Edward.
Yeah.
And King Arthur.
Yeah.
And
Everyone hold hands.
Why don't you ask Alpha?
Alpha, we've got some extras with us. Are we able to bring them back as well? Even though they are... Wait. Can you connect their special gems to our morphers so they can teleport with us?
great idea.
I can allow them to teleport a very short distance, perhaps. However, I don't believe they should go on our ship. They already know too much.
Oh, no, not to the ship. Just back to the castle so that we can get to the ship and they can get back home.
All right, I'll try. And you hear Alpha try to calibrate. Doop, 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 doop. No, unfortunately, you must leave them here.
I guess this is goodbye.
You guys wanted to help out around here anyways, right?
And yes, and we have the horses, so.
That's true. Please take care of MP.
King Arthur, your lady Guinevere is extremely...
My lady, no. I am a king of free will. She is her own.
Well, she respects you a lot. Treasure her.
Yes.
Lady, thank you for your help. And thank you, little Richard.
And King Arthur, we must say that we have gotten such great help and assistance from Sir Edward Banks. If you would do me a favor and have a gala, a party of some kind in his honor, bring every lady that you know to this party and introduce them around. Just maybe a few minutes at a time each. At a table, they can just talk and get to know each other in a sort of a speed fashion.
If you did it quickly, it would be like a speed caper.
Yes, just to see what happens. And just goes around, comes around.
Very well, we shall celebrate the defeat of the Red Dragon in which you aided me.
All
Lady
right.
Guinevere, thank you for teaching me how to be better with my Hyperion bow. I'm gonna put these skills into good use.
I want to present this scroll to your highness, King Arthur. It is a detailed account of how we defeated you and brought light back to the land.
Quite
Please.
lovely. I shall
Oh wait, let me autograph it first.
I shall give it to the royal tapestry artist,
Yes.
so that we shall record this journey in history.
I go over to Sir Edward Banks and give him a handshake and say, "Thank you, friend, for your assistance."
And thank you for the wooing advice.
Woo on, my friend, woo on.
You hear Alpha, Rangers, what are you doing? No, you can't change history!
No, we're not changing it. We're just...
Vesper, what are you doing?
We're slightly...
No documents!
Okay, sorry, I want to I grab the scroll out of his hand and throw it into the flames.
Alpha, it's okay. It's just like a stick figure fighting another stick figure.
Yeah, it's really not going to change
It's
that much.
totally
of shit.
fine.
All
We're
right,
good.
are you ready to go?
We are ready.
All right,
Lady
and
Guinevere.
so as you stand in a line, Alpha teleports you away. You can see Guinevere and Arthur shrinking away, and Sir Edward.
I love how he was worried about documents, but not about us teleporting in front of them.
Alpha has teleported you right in front of your ship,
Don't sass Alpha.
where the hole once was. Now stands a enormous, heavy, black, wrought iron door.
Wow.
I hope it's time stream
Decorated with the medieval knots and decorations you saw on the round table, and at the center of that door
it's
is
so
the
cool.
crest of the round table.
No way.
Amazing.
Alpha, and then the door opens.
Nice.
Rangers, come inside!
Alpha, I got a pink thing.
Oh,
We were hoping that we could somehow use it to connect to the morphin grid and maybe find where Marv is.
I have pink! That's a wonderful idea! Let's try to send send a message to Jen Scott. Maybe she has some advice
Oh.
about what to do with Marv. Maybe she knows where she is, or he is.
That's worth It's worth a try.
Absolutely.
You have a pink connection.
I am the pink connection. Yeah.
And so Alpha brings you to the center console that does holograms and all sorts of things like that. And then Alpha is able to tune in and find that time in history, the year that you're from. And Alpha turns to all of you and says, Rangers, just let me know what the message should say.
Jen, we lost Marv. He went into a hole. We saw the Alliance on the other side of that hole. SOS help. PLS.
Very well. Anything else you want to add?
If you can find any of his coordinates, we'd really appreciate it. And if somehow this message also relates to him, tell him that his family misses him. His Ranger family.
Then I'm gonna write #Save Marv.
All right, Rangers. And that recorded message gets sent out, and you see a little beam of light go down the representation of history. And that is the end of the episode for tonight.
What happened?
Tune in next week to find out what happens. How are they going to save Marv? #Save Marv, guys. Make sure to wear red. And thank you so much. Allie, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me at go_Nino, Nino. That's my name.
All right.
And Girl Scouts Glory. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. Girl Scouts Glory. Watch us.
Thank you so much. Let's give a round of
Thank you.
applause
Thank
for Lady Guinevere, our Lady Knight, maybe Ranger from the 6th century.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Don't go away. We have some things to say. Yes? We are going to do our fireside chat in just a little bit. Did we also thank you so much to everybody who subscribed to the channel and supported us. We were able to do an awesome Power Rangers giveaway with a loot crate and autographs and all that
Thanks
good
for all
stuff.
the energies and the supers and
Yeah.
megas and ultras.
It
You
was
guys
really
have been
helpful.
great.
Thank
Next
you.
time we'll roll higher dice to make them even more powerful.
We promise we're gonna roll better.
we try. We
We're
try.
gonna
I
roll.
rolled like 2 1s as the dragon. I forgot what the other one was.
Oh my god.
And I was like, thank God for you guys.
Now you know what we
Sorry.
feel like every week.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, can I shout a quick announcement thing? If you're in the SoCal area this weekend, I'm going to be at SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. So if you want to meet and talk about HyperForce or anything, I will be there Saturday and Sunday at Frankenson.
I love that
And
place.
I will have a panel Saturday at 1 o'clock and just hang out the rest of the time for whatever's. And yeah, that's
16-bit? 16-bit?
Yeah. And then if you buy your tickets in advance online at their website and use Black Nerd Comedy as your code, you get 15% off.
Black
So
Nerd
yeah,
Comedy.
come hang out. I want to. If you're a HyperForce fan, I want to say hi to you. And
Bring
talk.
All right. We'll see you in just a little bit. Fireside chat. Bye.
Bye.